We are 24 hours and change out from the legal tampering period. It's time to talk about the latest rumors of what the hell is going on. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Leston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show also available wherever you get your podcast. Appreciate you this morning. Again, legal tampering period is tomorrow at noon. That is tomorrow, March 9th at noon. On Wednesday, March 11th at 4 o'clock, the new league year kicks off. So we've got rumors, we've got targeted things, and apparently a wild card at quarterback. All right, well, we'll explore that as well here on the program. First, before we get anywhere else, I see Mother Effing Chew Baby gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership right off the top rope. Here we go, baby. Thank you, MFC. Appreciate that. We'll put that on top of your raffle ticket totals for this month, by the way. That went to Ricky New York Live. Okay. There you go. Some royalty here. Fourth raffle ticket this month for MFC. Beautiful. Well, folks, this is going to be just a terrific show. I just can't wait to get all to it. A nice little solo show here. It's going to be great. Now, wait, what the hell?
This is Jets Worldwide. Wide.
Whoa, what in the world? Get your spray paint cans out. JWW is here on the program. Whoa, Mamacita. Whoa, Johnny Boy Snowball. Great to have you here for a JWW takeover.
You know, Paul, we're taking over here.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better. No?
Yeah. That was good. Yeah. Unfortunately, I heard he just got fired this week. So unfortunate. Our boy.
He quit. All right.
You know what? Any world where I'm ever gonna get fired, I'm gonna be like, "I'll beat you to it. I got 2 words for you. I quit. See ya." And I'm just gonna book it. So I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, sorry for him either way. That's a putting from the rough. For our wrestling fans in the audience, maybe you know what that means. But with that being said, boys, there's a lot going on here, and we're going to dive into all of the action. And look at this. Let me give a quick shout out to Swamp Ranger. It's 7:30 p.m. here in the Philippines. So we were talking yesterday about how long the show went. That I was getting West Coasters going, oh, wow, I never get to catch a show live. And even in the Philippines, Swamp Ranger, horns up, baby. Thank you no matter where you guys are taking, accepting the show, embracing the show. We appreciate it out there in the audience. Folks, by the way, right off the top rope, Jets Worldwide, all one word. I see they're getting closer and closer to 500 subscribers, so it's getting close, baby. Let's go. Let's try to see if we can push them over the top. Again, we'll be referencing that throughout today's program. JWWWW.
Hey, I heard you yesterday, BG.
Yeah, what's up?
Talk about live. Wait, that's the wrong show. My bad.
Yeah. I think it was my dad or something when Ricky New York Live came on. He went live, and I'm like, what the? Wrong program. It was sort of like a wrong program, and whoever got that, I just was like a. So appreciate. There you go.
Senior moment.
Yeah, okay. There you go. So let's get into a variety of things here. I am interested in that little Ritsamini nugget I heard about the wildcard quarterback thing, but we'll save that for a second. So according to NFL insider Connor Hughes of SNY, he said this on Jets' final drive. He's been making a bunch of phone calls and trying to figure out who the hell the Jets are talking to before the legal tampering period. And what they're targeting is 3 positions. Technically, it's a little more than 3, but you'll understand in a second. Interior offensive line, which technically is both guards in the center, safety, and linebacker market. So these are the 3 markets that the Jets are doing a ton of homework on in free agency, and they're looking to shake. So let's just do this. We're going to go position by position and give the dates, and then you guys can sort of walk us through whether you think the Jets are making the right decision swimming in this pool. First off, we'll start off with the interior offensive line. The Jets are set to lose 2 key pieces of this puzzle, both who are have starting experience, and that is left guards John Simpson and Elijah Vera Tucker. According to all reporters, the Jets are going to let them test the market. They're cool with them testing the market, and then they're basically going to keep tabs on them. If the market gets too crazy, see ya. If the market is not as crazy, maybe they could explore potential reunion. But they are exploring the market beyond John Simpson and AVT, looking at a variety of guards out there. We'll go around the horn here. I see how Johnny Boy apparently feels about this, so I'll naturally start with Snowball. Snowball, what do you make of the Jets? I guess we'll start off with the in-house guys first. What do you make of the decision that it appears, by all indications, they're going to let John Simpson and AVT hit the market? They're not going to offer or do anything crazy in terms of free agency. They're going to let it sort of play out. Your reaction to that is what?
Yeah, I'm not heartbroken by the Jets saying that they're going to let them test free agency. Out of the 2, I would try to retain John Simpson, but Elijah. I've been saying this for a couple of years now. Elijah Vera Tucker, injury prone, just troubling that he's not available all the time. Fantastic player.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's saying it. Fantastic player, just never there. So let somebody else take on a contract with him. Let somebody else deal with the on the field, off the field, not on the field most of the time kind of an issue. And I like the continuity of John Simpson. But hey, you know what? If he wants to test the waters, let's see what he gets. But I have a feeling that he's coming back.
Okay, what about Johnny Boy? You were shaking your head immediately as I was talking. Like, even when I was saying Jets Worldwide, subscribe here, you were just
no, wrong.
I don't know why. I'm just trying to promote. I'm just trying to share some gosh darn love, for God's sakes. But John Simpson, AVT, a lot of head shaking. All right, and if this was interpretive dance, that would be the appropriate way to respond on this podcast. But Johnny Boy, what the hell? What's going on here on John Simpson and AVT that apparently you don't agree with?
So when I hear reunited, I think of our really good friend of the show, of Nick Faria, and what Nick Faria put out. So when you said that, I had PTSD super quick, and I was like, no, I do not want this guy. But then when you switched it up and you stated Simpson and AVT,
we can talk about that in a second, because that's the most fucking ridiculous, with all due respect, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But we'll get into that in a minute.
BG, I want to say this is probably the fastest episode that I got you to crack really quickly by dropping the F-bomb. So
8 minutes and 36 seconds.
I'm getting better at it. I am getting better at it. But look, with John Simpson and with Elijah Vera Tucker, talented, did really well for us. Swiss Army knife. That's the things that a lot of individuals have been saying about him. For me, I'm out, dog. Like, go test it out. Go see what you could get. Go get your money. Sometimes it's better to let something go. And if it's, for you, it'll come back. But I hope this one is not, because he can't stay on the field, man. So I think Mark said it yesterday. Your best trait is being available. And if you're not, then you can't. John Simpson, for me, I want him back. Okay. I think he needs to be back. He was that angry, that nasty, that old school type of offensive lineman that you used to have there. His biggest issue was penalties. And there were penalties. It was penalties on him, essentially, picking somebody up and throwing them when they would kind of like rough up one of his players.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fault the guy for that, So I don't want Simpson gone. Maybe it's a good thing he goes out there, sees what he's still young, first off. You know how I feel about that. And bring him back. I want the line to be together as long as they can. I don't want to keep doing those musical chairs and it keeps going around and around and around. You get up, get around, go around, get up. So that's my take, BG. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think the uncomfortable conversation to say out loud is that I just feel like there's too many people on social media that are slamming saying, oh, Jets, don't make the mistake of letting Elijah Vera Tucker go in free agency. If you do, we're going to yell at you because it's an obvious mistake. Those same people would yell at the Jets if they give him a 5-year, $50 million deal and he blows out his kerfluffle this offseason. So, like, I just feel like some people just like to dunk on the Jets and just set them up for failure. And I like AVT. The versatility, the youth, the upside, all pro potential, Pro Bowl potential, all that stuff is exciting and fun. And yes, if we're talking about ceiling play with Olu Muiwa, Joe Tippmann, Armand Membu, yes, and then the height of what AVT could be. I get that is alluring, but 3 out of 5 year season-ending injuries. I'm sort of okay letting someone else take that bet because we talked about this a couple weeks ago on a previous JWW takeover that I think there's going to be a team that's willing to dance, and we'll see if I'm right or wrong. Maybe it's all going to be prove-it deals out there. I think someone's going to go, you know what? F this. I'll pay AVT some money. I'll give him whatever we're going to see. And at the end of the NFL Combine, Ian Rappaport, for each day, like certain days or for certain positions, the final day is Sunday for offensive linemen. So I'm listening, I'm cleaning up, but listening and watching the coverage here in this whatever room this is. It's not a living room, it's a whatever room. I don't know. It's sort of a combo platter room. I don't know why I'm giving you the blueprint of my house. Here's the fact of the matter, people. Okay, is that Ian Rappaport said Elijah Vera Tucker is about to get the bag, and I went, really? And he was mentioning other players around AVT. He didn't mention this for AVT, but I assume that's sort of what he was intimating, is other guys are going to get $15 million plus per year. And then he brought up AVT, and I'm like, damn, okay, this guy is going to get paid. And if he does, God bless, get paid by somebody else. I just feel like the Jets should play it a little bit safer there at guard. And maybe that is John Simpson, but I don't mind the Jets, with all due respect to John Simpson, I don't think he's going to commandeer the same interest that AVT will on the market. And I believe John Simpson wants to be here. So I think he would come back to the Jets and say, hey, do you want to match this? I just got this from the Chargers or something. I could see him coming back. I don't know if AVT would come back and say, hey, do you guys want to match this, Jets? He may, and players don't have to, by the way. So I'm fine with them exploring the market. Yes, sir.
I think from what I saw on Sports Track, the market value on AVT right now, it's close to almost 13 mil, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like 12.8.
Yeah.
And then you have Simpson's that's at 6.
Right.
I would give Simpson a 2-year, 13 million, and his first year is like 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Compared to where you're gonna have to pay AVT 12 million a year. Like, and it's kind of weird to me, right? 12 million for a guy that's a question mark if he could stay on the field, compared to the 6 million on Simpson that has stayed on the field for you, has been that guy that's been that, that old school type of guard that you like to have. I'm on the same boat with you, man. These people on social media need to get off of it and stop trying to keep moving the goalposts for the New York Jets. I say it all the time, BG, and Snowball knows, it's so easy to crap on the New York Jets instead of, defending them. And it's a narrative that's getting very tired and old. But you know how you fix that?
How's that?
Just win, bro. Just win, baby.
Sure.
Win.
Right. And we're going to have to see that and see if the Jets are able to win. So you said sort of what you're playing with. Snowball, what would you do at left guard? Do you just sign some slappy with no big name and you enter the draft and say, I'll figure it out there? Is there a name in mind in free agency or trade or something that you would like to fill if you're moving on from Simpson or AVT?
I was looking at free agent guard prospects last night. I was doing a little bit of homework. Yeah, there are people out there. Again, the idea of keeping Simpson is very tempting to re-sign him. Again, like Johnny said, being able to like get more for less, like keep the continuity for less money instead of paying AVT. I get it. I understand the idea, but like people like David Edwards, he's available. Like, could we go the David Edwards route? I don't know. He's like approaching 30 years old. He's kind of like in the realm of, he would be expensive.
Sure,
but,
for sure. Yeah.
He's got great overall PFF grades. His pass blocking is really good. He's played a lot of snaps. Recently he's been pretty good. So I don't know. I think he is good with like pass heavy offenses. He's durable. He's definitely durable. And he's good at both run blocking and pass blocking. So that's a name that I would throw out there into the ether.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. I would say a couple other guys, Isaac Siumala, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's somebody that the Jets apparently are doing some homework on. That's a name to keep in mind as we're going through this market. He's an older guy in his 30s, early 30s, so that could be a potential option for the New York Jets. So again, that's sort of the assessment. Let's real quick just sort of address center, which is technically interior offensive line. The Jets extended Josh Myers at the end of the season, and they have him on lock and key, which, by the way, I just want to give a tip of the cap to Mooj on that one. I don't think Josh Myers is the best center in the league. I definitely do not. I don't think he's the worst center in the league. And when you just had continuity, the same 5 starting offensive linemen, which included Myers, for the full season, you were the only NFL team to accomplish that feat, and you were the first Jets team to accomplish that in 14 years. If you want to re-sign Myers for inconsequential money, $11 million would be nice for me or any of us here on the show, but for the grand scheme of things, it's inconsequential money. You lock him in, and at least we have this. I'm totally okay with that. But if there is an upgrade opportunity, upgrade. I'm willing to press the button. Let's go around the horn here. I'll go immediately back to you, Johnny boy. Pong, serve. And we'll take it to you here, Johnny. Do you want to hit that upgrade button? If so, are there names that you have in mind?
So yesterday I was watching this show called Boy Green Daily. Sure. And there was another individual on
Daily
there.
New York Jets video show, also available anywhere you listen to your podcast. I've heard of that show. Yeah.
Right. And if you're watching it right now, please make sure to hit the like button. Yeah. Also sub, okay? Because my guy is trying to get up to how much, I think, BG? I forgot.
I'm trying to get up to specifically, because we're getting into the numbers here, trying to get up to 10,000. That's where I'm aiming. You got to shoot sky high for sure. But that was where I'm aiming, which, by the way, we just hit it here on the show. Let's do one of these. Now, let me clarify. We didn't hit 10,000 on the show. I'm so sorry. But we did hit 8,430. So another new milestone here on the program. We're 10 away from 8,440. I just keep trying to chip. I just have an axe. I'm just... And just... I don't know if any of those sounds sounded like anything in which I intended, but yes. So we've reached a new milestone. Thanks for bringing it up, Johnny.
Hell yeah. Hey, BG. All right.
Yes.
So you're talking about center, right? Talking about potentially upgrading in that position because, Myers is not that dude. Can Myers essentially be moved over to a guard just in case?
He has played guard previously. Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's a good thing, right? For us. We've had a guard in Lamont that played for the New York Jets and he's always told us that it's a lot easier for a center to move over to a guard position compared to a tackle. Okay, so let me put that there. Okay. Yesterday, you had your Pops on, and shout out to Hop on Pops. I saw him in the chat. Right, cover your ears, Hop on Pops, because you're not gonna like this. You're probably gonna say, I'm hitting up the guys from the movie The Town. Okay. I am putting up all the nurse masks on and everything that we need to do, the nuns, etc. Getting the Brinks freaking truck, going to Tyler Linderbaum's house and say, we are resetting the center position market because we want you that bad. We want you to be within the same sentence as Kevin Mawai, Nick Mangold, and now Tyler Linderbaum. If I think the market to reset it, it's like 18 or 19 million. Say,
Yeah,
look,
the highest paid center is at 18 million per year.
give this guy 22 million and call it a day. I would do that for him. I think that guy is that special of a player. Your line looks like Tyler Linderbaum, okay? Titman. If we wanted to move, I'm going to say that I would want to go at that part. If we get Tyler Linderbaum at 16, I would probably go with the guard from Penn State.
Okay.
And you get these guys forever in a day together. But as of right now, I'm just going for right now. Maybe kick out Myers. You got 3 centers that are on your line playing that position. And centers are typically considered the quarterbacks, right, of the line of itself. So, and then you got Olu and you got Membu. You're telling me going into the season you're not happy, and then it's supposed 2027, whatever quarterback this year, right? Whatever horrible pick of the poopy litter that we got in quarterbacks out there. I heard your Mac Jones conversation yesterday, Snowball. I heard it. I would be excited about that, like BG. But let me ask you, is that too much for you? Are you like, nah, dog, like Randy Jackson? Like, that's like a no for me, dog. Or are you talking about it? Are you having a conversation and being like, let's do this, Tyler Linderbaum?
For Tyler, I'm definitely willing to dance. Now, I just heard this from Pelissero on the Rich Eisen show. So again, the highest paid center in football is 18 million per year. That's about to be shattered. Pelissero says it could get as high as 25 million per year. And I just, for people in the audience to really get a sense of like how nuts that is, for a market to be reset. And when I say a market to be reset, that means the top of the market, the next contract is resetting it. 7 million per year more than the next guy. Like, sometimes it gets nickel and dimed. Oh, the highest paid quarterback, 50 million. Oh, 52, 53, 54, 55. And we had the unique Dak situation where it jumped to 60. But 7 million potentially, that's wild money. I would be, so it's a two-part thing. One, I would be interested, of course, for obvious reasons. But I think the Jets are going to be out because the teams that have more cap space than the Jets can beat the Jets. So, like, if I'm the Raiders and I just got rid of Mac Crosby's contract, so that's even more money on my books. They have like 120-something million, and they have 25 million more than any other team in football, which isn't the Jets, by the way. They have a lot more. They have 50 million more than the Jets. That's just a competition that I just have to respectfully bow out of, unfortunately, because I like Linderbaum a lot. And he was on my top 5 calls of calls I would attempt to make. I'd attempt to gauge. But if I'm the Raiders, I'm giving whatever under the sun to get him because I believe I'm getting Fernando Mendoza number 1 overall, and I want to build a big, great wall around him. So I would be interested, but the more I hear about the numbers, I'm just like, damn. Well, GG, as the kids say, good game, but I'm out. I do. What about you, Snowball, over there?
How much does the cap go up the next year?
Well, it just went up 22 million from the previous season, so that seems to be sort of a solid chunk. So we're probably in that 25 million range.
Right.
But,
so listen, with the increase in cap space, if you want to dive into deep waters and go for Linderbaum, the only thing that scares me with Linderbaum is the turf at MetLife. That's about it. Everything else is upside with him. So, like Johnny said, having 3 centers on the offensive line for the Jets, it is tempting. Would he want to come to the Jets when he could potentially, like you said, go to the Raiders and be in a dome and be in Las Vegas and with all the Las Vegas showgirls and stuff? Like, that's very tempting. I don't know if he's married, but neither here nor there with that. But there are other options at center that we could look into as well. So, I'm not dropping like the old Connor McGovern, but another Connor McGovern could be a possibility as well. Slightly less money, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and coming from a division rival. So,
I thought he
Wow.
got re-signed. I think he
Wait,
got
didn't he
extended.
just sign? Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
going to
did
say. He
he?
just re-signed
Yeah.
yesterday for 52
Yeah,
million.
he got extended.
Forget
Yep.
him then. But
Yeah.
then I'd shift over
Yeah.
to the Browns
Okay.
and see if
Joel
Ethan
Bitonio?
Post. Oh, he's good. I like him.
Okay.
He's nice. But isn't there another center with the Browns as well?
Who's that?
Ethan Posick? Is he
Oh,
available, or
yes,
did he
yes,
get
yes,
retired?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. Okay. Yeah.
So maybe shift over to there. A reliable center. Again, a little longer in the tooth, but 30 years old. He's got the size. Definitely, he has 9 years experience. So I would take a shot at him too, and he would probably be the least expensive of the options that we've been talking about. So,
BG,
give me what's that?
Yeah,
Can I-
feel free.
Can I ask both of you guys a question? Right?
Of course. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you just did, so I don't know if you have a second question that you
I have two-parter.
Oh, okay, great. Okay.
Okay. Tyler Linderbaum. Hey, bro. You want to go to the New York Jets or you want to go to the Las Vegas Raiders? And that's it. That's my question. Who are you picking?
So who is it between, you said?
The Raiders and the Jets.
If I'm Tyler Linderbaum?
Yep. Yeah. There's no money conversation about it. Okay. There's no money talked about or nothing like that. It's the simple question about, do you want to go to the Jets organization or do you want to go to the Raiders organization?
Yeah, go ahead, Snowball. If you have
Bright
any
lights,
immediate-
big city. They're both bright lights, big city. So to that effect, records last season, we're tied. We're at a dead heat. Coaching wise, might go to the Raiders because was it Klubnik? Not Klubnik. What's his name? The guy from Seattle. who just became
Clint Kubiak.
Clint Kubiak, right? So Clint Kubiak, brand new head coach, right? Going there, but lots of potential. I'm protecting probably the first round draft pick for this season. So
yeah.
Or I could go to the Jets and I could work for Aaron Rodgers. I could be protecting I don't know who. So I don't know. Aaron Glenn, right? But what I'm saying is I don't know. I think for me, Linderbaum might find Vegas more attractive.
And, while the Raiders have been terrible for a very long time in terms of their lack of playoff wins,
Exactly.
they are a renowned, historical, multi-Super Bowl champion organization. And there's all the Vegas stuff, which I could only imagine helps. I would, again, I see what you're trying to say or do, but it's hard to say, take away the money when the money is like an incredibly large slice of this pie. So I think he still picks Raiders.
Yeah.
But
and everybody in the chat, I see what they're saying. They're saying taxes. The question is, there's no money involved in it. It's a simple question as, are you going to go to the Raiders or are you going to go to the Jets? BG, I think on one of your on one of the BG dailies, right?
Yeah.
We were having a conversation where everybody was crapping on the New York Jets and acting as if the Raiders are not this dysfunctional organization that's been bad for multiple years. Now there's a crap load of reports coming out that Tom Brady's guy, Alex G, is starting a lot of turmoil, a lot of toxicity inside of that locker room. Like our guy, Mark Sacchetti, that rhymes with spaghetti, is saying right now. So, like, if I'm him, man, and maybe it's because I love the New York Jets and everything, but dude, I'm probably going with the Jets, man, because they have fixed a lot of the holes. I mean, both teams have a lot of holes to fix, but which one of those could get fixed a lot quicker? I would probably say the New York Jets. And it'll mean a lot more if you're the actual centerpiece of what started the rebuilding of that organization that got them to start winning a lot compared to the Raiders. You're like, oh, okay, cool. You went to the Raiders? Yeah, I mean, look what they just did with Max Crosby, bro. They just said, "Hey, bro, peace." Kicked him out like it was nothing, you know. And that guy was that dude for them. Anyway, that's my take.
They wanted the draft pick.
I'm sure they did. So, all right. So that sort of takes care of interior offensive line. Let's move on. Let's get some safety action here. Again, the only notable safety that the Jets have left, it's easier to say who they have left than, who they don't. And it's Malachi Moore, 4th-round draft choice last year. Jets traded up for him. In today's day and age, you really operate with 3 starting safeties, not 2. And Malachi, I imagine, will be one of those 3 for the Jets. That leaves 2 other holes. Tony Adams is gone. Andre Sisco is gone. Isaiah Oliver is gone at this point. If something changes, we'll evaluate that conversation. I think the Jets need to make at least one splash in free agent safety. Hell, I could see a splash at safety in free agency, then followed up with a splash in the draft with one of those first 4 picks inside the top 44. I could see a significant addition in free agency, a significant addition in the draft. Maybe you double dip in free agency to open things up so you don't have to do it in the draft. But I think they're going to be pretty aggressive. And my guy of choice, I love Kevin Byard. I've said it a bunch. He led the league in picks last year. Since he entered the league in 2016, no human being on planet Earth has more interceptions than he does. So it's not just a one-off. He has been a ball hawk his entire career, and that's exactly what the Jets need. And to be honest, I don't think he's going to be as expensive. I don't think he's going to be dirt cheap, but when you look at the top free agent rankings, Kevin Byard is not listed among the top 3, 4, 5 safeties. So I get the safety I want that isn't going to be at the top of the market. Sounds like a good deal to me. And even if he was more expensive, I'd still be willing to pay the price because I think he fits exactly what I'm looking for. So I'd target Kevin Byard at safety. It sounds like the Jets are looking to make a splash, and the most likely position would be safety of any of these positions we're potentially talking about here. So whoever would like to go first, you guys can rock, paper, scissors it, I guess. I don't know how normal you guys figure it out on JWW, but safety market. Who wants to go in first?
Oh, wait, hold on a second. What?
Oh, yeah.
No, go ahead, Johnny. Go.
All right.
What a gentleman.
So you know who I'm going. You say splash. You know who's a splash move for you and for myself. He's still super young.
Okay.
You saw what he was doing over there with the Chiefs. I'm going Brian Cook. Like, give me Brian Cook because I want the real guy that can cook, not the Brady Cook. Give me Brian Cook. He's an immediate upgrade at that position. And BG, I would probably double dip there because we also lost, I think, Isaac Oliver, didn't we?
Isaiah Oliver.
Oliver. Yeah.
And they lost his brother Isaac too. God bless. Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to Isaac, man. Gregory Isaac too, man. You know. Hey, and God bless our troops. I meant to say that on the top of the other show. So God bless our troops, man.
I figured you would have said that. You were wearing the USA hat, for God's sakes.
I have to say God bless to all of our troops that are out there. Thank you for you guys' service. Hop on Pops, our guy Devin, Thunderlips, everybody else that served and is continuing to serve right now for this beautiful country that is called the United States of America. We here at Boy Green Daily and at JetsWorldWide, thank you. So, but yeah, give me my guy Reed Blankenship too, man. Give me Cook and Blankenship. I'm all set. I'm great. I'm good. I'm Gucci. Let's rock and roll. These guys are still young. BG, you know how I feel about youth. Don't give me no old man DeMario Davis that's almost the same age as I am. I am good. I'm a big no on the age thing. Keep the young bucks there, okay? Yeah. So that's my take, BG. That's what I like.
Okay. Snowball, what do you like?
Give me Kobe Bryant. I would go for Kobe Bryant. Same age as Brian Cook. A little bit lighter, a little bit faster. Same amount of experience. I like his amount of interceptions last year. So he was a little ball hawk. He had, I believe, he had 4 interceptions. So capable. He can play safety. He can play nickel. So he's versatile. And yeah, he would be my vote. I think I like him coming from the Seahawks, I believe. So, a little bit of Super Bowl experience. So yeah, I'm going the Kobe Bryant route this time around.
Kobe.
Actually, Kobe. Actually, before we move on, I just want to get back because the Mekhi Becton thing. I just wanted to. We didn't address that here on the show.
Mhm.
So he gets cut, and when anyone gets cut in Jets fan land, I don't know if this happens in other fan bases. Jets go, fans, well, maybe you end up on that. If it was a former Jet, or even if it wasn't, if it's just any random person, and then they'll go, maybe, possibly. What do you think? I immediately get tagged. Boy Green, Boy Green, Boy Green, Boy Green. Thoughts? Yeah, I have no thought. What? Come on, man. Mekhi Becton? Jesus. Good Lord. Where have we fallen? Like
On our
think
heads
about this.
at
You
that
don't want
point.
to
Apparently.
take it.
Like, look at
Big
this.
ticket,
Look at this.
baby.
Look at this. Come on. So here, tell me if you've heard this before. So here was how Mekhi Becton performed last season. He was ranked as the 49th worst guard in pass block win rate, the third worst lineman in run block win rate. He played 72% of the snaps in 2025. He only played 100% of the snaps in 6 of those games. He appeared in 15 games and made 14 starts. Throughout the season, he complained about how the Chargers were handling him with this quote, my goal is just to stay healthy and try to finish every game if I'm allowed. There's just all this baggage. He complained about how he was handled, and he says, I was pulled with from a game, quote, without explanation. And he said, I just guess, quote, things are different around here, end quote. Beginning of new quote, it's very frustrating for me. And another quote. I've heard all that same bullshit when he was here. He blames other people. I just wish he would take some accountability. Here's the thing, and I'll give tip of the cap, and Becton obviously doesn't give a shit what I have to say. But this guy had a terrible run with the Jets for obvious reasons, and I can highlight some of those things. He leaves, immediately goes to the Eagles. They say, hey, you're playing guard or you're not playing here. He's like, all right, I guess I'm playing guard. He delivers an all-star year for himself, wins a Super Bowl, parlays that into a $20 million contract with the Chargers where he gets very nice money in free agency. And now he's getting cut and he can dip his toes back into the waters again. Good for him. If he retired right now, if I'm Becton, I just had the most awesome career of all time. I was 11th overall pick by the Jets. That was a bag of money. I won a Super Bowl. That's forever. I got another bag of money from another team. If he won't retire, I would assume, unless something new pops up. But like if he retire right now, great career. A lot of people would love to have that career. But this is a guy that had weight issues with the Jets. He had issues with coaching staffs. He had issues with the medical staff. He would tweet out things like, I am a left tackle in all caps when there was conversations about maybe being a different position. So he was being immature. And then it's funny that he would tweet that. And then again, Eagles say, you want to play guard? Okay. And then we're like, what the fuck? Like, what? You wouldn't? Okay. It's neither here nor there. So, yeah, absolutely not. And Nick Ferry, I love Nick Ferry. We have him on the show every week. When I saw that article, I was like, what are we? That was the most ratio post I've seen on Twitter. Like, and he even explored it potentially as a backup. And I'm like,
get him.
I didn't like him as a starter. Now I want him in as a backup. And by the way, Rich Cimini was asked about this on his podcast. That came out, I believe it was yesterday, the day before. Here's his response when said, hey, Mekhi Becton reunion? Here's the quote. Quote, I do not see Mekhi Becton coming back at all. I'm willing to bet anything on that. I know he has a Super Bowl ring. He had a good year for the Eagles, but he had a bad year with Los Angeles. He upset the team with his attitude. I think if Becton wants to continue his career, he has to get his priorities straight. The Jets have been down that road with Mekhi. I know it's a new regime. I know it's new coaching staff, but I would be absolutely stunned if they went down that road, even in a backup role. Cimini on the Flight Deck podcast. Is there anything else you guys would like to add on this real quick?
Sounds like you have some resentment towards Mekhi Becton for some reason, and I really don't.
I shouldn't, because to be honest, because he followed me on Twitter and stuff. Like he DM'd me a couple of times, and it was friendly. It was like, and I was like, oh wow, cool, like a first-round pick of the Jets, like interacting with some random-ass content creator. I'm like, oh, awesome. So he was very friendly while he was here. I have criticisms of players, and I try to support players. I try to have a balanced approach, but I mean, so I didn't have anything wrong with him, but man, there's just a lot of bullshit there. Sorry, go ahead, Snowball.
No, it sounds as though Aaron Glenn is trying to rid the locker room of the poisonous people who inhabit such place. So for me, he wouldn't be the best choice based on his attitude and current undergoings with his team. So for me, I don't see the Jets taking any looks at Mekhi Becton as a potential person on the offensive line. So just for character reasons alone, I don't even see it. Yes, former, Super Bowl winner and all that stuff, and he can flash his ring around somewhere else. But for me, I think I am out. I don't have any interest in Mekhi Becton. I did like him when he first came over to the Jets, but when he started to rear his, when his true colors started to show with the Jets, not a good combo. So yeah, not for me. Not for me, dog. I'm out.
So
too much baggage. There's just too much baggage.
Yeah.
So there's this insider, right, by the name of Paul Ezen Jr. He writes for Heavy.com. And this was an article that was written, I think, in 2021. And the title of it goes, Insider, Jets aren't happy with Mekhi Becton over his maturity and laziness issues. Okay.
Ooh.
That's a real article, guys. Just want to put that out there. So
yeah, that sounded like a direct quote. Yeah.
I love you, Nick. All right, Nick, you're my guy. I'm probably one of the dudes that constantly tries to defend you as much as I can. All right. But you saying the Jets have bigger issues to solve than at left guard, but the return of former first-round pick in his new position could solve the depth needs the team must address this offseason. He didn't finish there, okay? I think we can objectively say Becton has been playing at a pro level for months now. And this is when he was with Philly, all right? So I think I found a Mekhi Becton truther.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think it is in Nick Farley. I am a giant hell to the no, hell to the no. Like, what are we even talking about? Okay. Do you guys not remember the pictures of him being carried, boohoo, crying? And then he's doing the same thing, talking junk about an organization within the Chargers that has been winning, that has been in the playoffs. Okay. Like, why would you want to bring that problem back into a locker room that just had a guy that came out and said it was cancerous and truculent? I'm a big hell to the no on this guy. Like, this cannot happen. Do not bring this individual in there. Cool. He's a big, giant left guard. You know what? I'd rather sign AVT and just say the hell with it. If he gets injured, hey, at least it's not Mekhi Becton. Like, that's how much I don't want Mekhi Becton. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, let's look at the breadth of his career for a second, then we can thankfully move on. If you look at all of his career, so he had weight problems, the locker room problems, and all that stuff in all of his years but one. What was the one? The Philadelphia Eagles, who have one of the greatest offensive line coaches that have ever graced human earth in Stoutland, who now is having whatever issues he's having with the team where he's trying to walk away from the team. Like, that seemed, if we're, we've got Snowball's a professor up there. And if you're looking at data and analytics of what's an outlier and what's the truth, you look at a sample size that's this big and you're just saying, and you're like, oh, well, what's that weird blip? Let me take a gander there. He was with the Eagles in that season. Huh, weird. But all the rest was the same. I wonder which one's the more likely truth result to come out. Like, come on, man. It's just crazy. Anywho, so I just wanted to, I hadn't gotten a chance to address that anywhere, and I wrote a column about it this morning that dropped on Heavy, and just wanted to sprinkle that one in. So again, safety splashes. So feel free, by the way, we got 300 people in the room. Appreciate you guys no matter where you're watching. Like the video. It's a free way to contribute here. You guys can also hit that subscribe button. And if you do that as well, because over 100 of those 300 are watching right now on YouTube, JetsWorldWide, all one word, JWW. Once a week, they take over the show, and all hell breaks loose, and who knows what's about to happen. So help them try to get to 500 subscribers. Now, there's a chance that some of the 100 that are watching right now are already subscribers. There's nothing more they can do outside of sharing the show. You guys can do that, and hopefully that gets in front of other Jet fans out there in the audience. But if you're not subscribed, make sure you guys hop on over and support fellow Jets content creators that are putting in God's work. And again, they're getting closer and closer to 500 subscribers, which would be a cool place for them to get to. I think I checked before the show. It's somewhere in the ballpark of like 60 and change away from 500 subscribers. So, folks, jump on over JWW here.
Show me the person who doesn't have 2 Gmail accounts. So
see, yeah, there you go, 100%. Yeah, let's get a couple of subs happening over there. That would be that'd be swell. Last one, linebacker position. This is, again, this may not be the only 3 positions, and likely not, that the Jets address, but these are the ones apparently they are targeting aggressively. And tomorrow's legal tampering period day. Wednesday is the new league year kicking off. And the Jets are looking at a lot of different linebacker waters from what I'm hearing. One of them is Alex Anzalone. The most, if this happens, this is like the most obvious, written in stone, months ahead signing of all time. And we'll see if that one comes to fruition, although his market appears to be robust in nature. So Alex Angelone's in the mix. My boy Demario Davis, who apparently Johnny Boy is ready to wheel into a retirement home, for God's sakes. He is in the mix. What other linebackers did I have on my sheet yesterday?
Demario Davis.
Yeah. Maybe a different person with a D letter first name, Devin Lloyd, which would be much higher on the marketplace. He'd be very expensive because, Johnny Boy likes a D. What about Devin Bush? Another one there. Work that one in as another guy. And then one that's picking up steam that I didn't anticipate, but he's a really talented player, Caden Ellis. We talk about Jets players on our team that could go to other places, like, Jeff Ulbrich, they could get Quincy Williams. This team could get Jamie Sherwood. This team could get this. Maybe the reverse pipeline where the Jets pluck a few things from those places. Caden Ellis was a very talented player for the Atlanta Falcons. That could come into play. I've not heard that name a lot, but that name picked up some steam recently. So keep an eye out for that one in the free agency waters. So it sounds like linebacker is a need. And I will say this off the top, and I know sometimes we've done this for these positions of talking about it. Linebacker, I concur with it. If they're looking at linebacker, great. They should be, because linebacker was a disaster last year. And it sucks because a couple of years ago, let's go end of the 2024 season, the Jets had a second-team All-Pro in C.J. Mosley previously, a first-team All-Pro in Quincy Williams, and Jamin Sherwood just came off the best year of his career. And you're like, wow, linebacker sounds pretty set forever. 2 years later, boop, it's all destroyed. Shit. Well, I guess that's just how it works. So, boys, the Jets are looking at linebacker, or should they be looking at linebacker? Do you agree with that? We'll go to you, Snowball.
Yeah, they definitely should be looking at linebacker because of the current situation of the linebacking cores with them. So, you could consider. Listen, Sherwood, he did flash. Like, he had flashes early on, and then I think when C.J. Mosley went down, he came in, filled in nicely, had a good season, but ever since, not the best performance. So, and then Quincy being next to him, I don't think he's going to be on the team next year. So, you said Johnny likes the D for Devin Lloyd, right? If we're going to be swimming in the waters of linebacker, if Johnny likes the D, I like the B. So maybe Devin Bush.
Oh, I see.
I'm just trying to go, with your.
I thought you meant a different B. Okay, yeah, that works.
Who'd you think?
I didn't think it was a player at all. I thought you were talking about something else completely.
Okay.
So,
no, I'm not going there. But I might take a swing at Devin Bush.
Okay.
From the Cleveland Browns, he's 28
years old. Say one in the bird, two in the bush, two birds in a bush. Yeah, whatever that phrase.
One in the hand.
Yes,
one in the hand, 2 in the bush. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I think he's on the uptick. I may take a swing at him. He's got a great PFF grade for last year. He was like 87.6. So
nice.
Not bad. Not too shabby. So I would take a swing at Devin Bush. Yes.
All right. Pluck a fruit from the old Devin Bush. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Ripe. Johnny boy?
Hey, Bush or no Bush, I'm good with either or. So, that's my take. But anyways, I'm talking about Devin Bush, guys. All right, come on. All right. Anyways, so there's a couple. All right, I'm very glad, BG, that we are having this conversation about linebackers because I feel like this is another position that the New York Jets should probably double dip in as well. There's a lot. There's a lot of youth. There's a lot of vet guys that are there. I like the linebackers that are looking for that second contract that have been good. They've had the development that they've needed to. Unfortunately, a lot of these linebackers that are on the list right now, are cap casualties, because this draft that's coming on, it is a very deep defensive class. Okay. So there are a lot of linebackers that are coming out, but we need a mix. You said it yourself. I would like to have a mix of some vets and some young guys. I like Nakobe Dean. Okay. Nakobe Dean won a Buckus Award, the Buckus Award.
I believe it's
Butkus, whatever.
Everything's revolving around Dick.
Man, you and these Georgia players, but go ahead.
Hey, 5'11", 231 pounds, right? They don't give that award out to just anybody, okay? And just letting you know. But then another guy, Quay Walker. Let's talk about Quay Walker. He's another guy. But we got our guy, Leo Chanel. Or Channel, however you want to say it, right?
I've seen his perfume commercials. They're quite nice. Yeah.
I mean, he's another one that I would be all about. I'm throwing out some names out there for you guys.
I like that. Yeah, great.
And then the other guy, you just said it in the beginning, right? Lloyd. Okay.
Yeah.
5 interceptions last year. What is something that we were lacking? It's interceptions. Did it himself. Okay. Recovered a fumble, caused the fumble. I would go 2 of those guys. They will not cost you a lot. But the one name that is out there that I think I would want to take a swing, he's probably going to be really expensive. Can't believe the Bears let him out. There was one guy that used to be our coach that talked so much about him, okay? And that is Edmonds.
Tremaine
Edmonds.
Yeah, his nickname was Avatar from Robert Saleh because he's 6'5", 252 pounds, and he saw the dreads and said, "Yeah, that's like the blue Avatar, big ass people there on the movie." Yeah.
So that's another player that I will take a swing at. At those positions, right? I think for me, safety and linebacker are the ones that I really hope they hit hard and hit it as hard as they can. Those are the ones I think they should make the biggest splash. Other than Tyler Linderbaum, give that guy the entire financial institution vault that are out there, okay? And I'm talking about all the big banks, baby. Get in there, just give it to this man because he is well worth it. All right, I'm done. Sorry, BG.
Okay. No. That very, very captivating.
Demario Davis.
You always are, Johnny boy. So
at the age of 38. Could you?
What is your problem with Demario Davis? I just don't understand. It's just there's nothing wrong with Demario Davis. He is rock solid. He is
Johnny.
He's just dandy.
You don't remember the color rush uniform playing against
true.
The Bills, like
the dance.
Dancing in the middle of the field, like it was just they were routing the team across the field for them, and the whole defense was just
What was what was the season? Where did we end up with wins?
That does not.
Yeah, because win stat is a stat I love referencing for linebackers. Yeah, I appreciate that. Hey, by the way, I want to throw this random one out there. Okay, so we've spent a nauseating amount of time talking about quarterbacks, and who could it be? Could it be this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy? Well, Rich Samini does these little video updates from his house, and but they're exclusively on ESPN.com, so you don't see those anywhere else, or his Facebook page sometimes, but you don't really see him anywhere else. And I throw this up here. I tweeted this out this morning. So he just sort of went through, hey, the Jets are interested in this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, a million guys. But then at the end of his little 50-second blurb, he says, of course, quote, there's always the possibility of a wild card or two. And then scene fades to black. I turn to you guys to say, if there is a wild card at quarterback, and to me, and feel free to interpret the definition to me means it's a quarterback we haven't talked about that emerges out of the shadows, and presto, that's a quarterback that gets added that none of us have talked about, which seems impossible because we've talked about like everybody. But to me, that there is one that we're not talking about that could join in. So speculative, we go around the room here. Who do you believe? Not even who Shimini's talking about because we don't know, but like who could be the wild card? A guy like trying to think off the beaten path, someone that we have discussed zero, but could suddenly be in the conversation at quarterback. Who could be the wild card quarterback? And chat, feel free to throw it up there in the comment section. I'll try to read some of your answers. Who is a wild card? Again, a quarterback we have not talked about. So no, not Malik Willis. No, not this guy. No, not this guy. Like someone we haven't talked about at all that all of a sudden, boom, pops up on the radar. Johnny Boy, we'll go to you first. Who is a wild card quarterback that we haven't talked about at all that could suddenly jump into the mix? Because Rich Cimini says there always could be one or two. Like he must know something.
Well, since we're talking about reuniting, the first person that I think of right now that's somebody that's not being talked about, I haven't really seen it anywhere. I mean, I consume so much New York Jets content. I think that I have a problem, right? Sure. I mean, you got people in the chat saying that I have mental issues, which they're probably correct because I do. Okay. And, you know, I enjoy it. Fair. I would probably say Joe Flacco.
That is one I have not heard. So I like that answer. That's one I have not heard a lot. I've heard it a little, but not a lot. But I would still count that because I have not heard it anywhere near enough to be on the radar. So I like that answer. Okay, Joe Flacco, his reunion for like the 75th time. It's really like the third time, but still it feels like the 75th time, for God's sakes. I would absolutely hate that. But again, this wasn't a exercise of you telling me a wildcard name I like, just a wildcard name at all. So, okay, that's a good one. Snowball. It's a wild card name. We're not talking about the Jets that could apparently pop up on the radar.
Crazy answers to the wild card.
Yeah.
Could you see like Trey Lance?
That's like, so okay. Good name. Another good selection.
Card.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that in terms of like that answers the question. Mark Sacchetti says JJ from the Vikings. I've heard that a little. So again, but that's what I'm talking about. This is exactly what we're talking about, though. Like names that have not been sort of talked about a lot that could suddenly pop into the equation. So JJ McCarthy, certainly that would be a name that we have not discussed at all that could be coming up here. The name that I've sort of pondered as a possibility, if we're talking about reunions, and I've heard this name absolutely negative. Teddy Bridgewater. If you want like a random ass reunion tour that we're going reunion, Geno Smith. Just kidding, motherfucker. It's Teddy Bridgewater. What the hell? So that's another one to randomly throw out there. I just thought of that right now when I'm trying to think of these wild card names. So it would be crazy if we spent like months and months and months talking about 45 guys. There was guy number 46 ends up being the guy. I mean, that would be pretty crazy. Yeah.
That'd be nuts.
Look, I think I could get myself to like the Joe Flacco conversation in the sense of if we were to tighten up that offensive line like all the way to where it's kind of like dummy proof.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you saw what he did last year. I mean, he did have, he was feeding the ball to
Jamar Chase
like 25 times a game. Right, Higgins, you have all of that over there. But if you're telling me that, Tyler Linderbaum's your center, we draft a guard, your whole line is set, it looks amazing for the rest of the years to come. and you put old man Joe Flacco that can still get it back there, he's gonna be protected. I mean, it's a combo, but bro, Teddy Bridgewater, the guy that just got in trouble for doing the most nicest thing for one of his players, right when he was coaching.
Yeah. Did you see? They just changed the law. It's now called, and I'm not kidding, it's the Teddy Bridgewater law. So it just went into effect. It's legitimately a law, I believe, in the state of Florida, I believe is where he's from. And coaches and whatever the other word is, it escapes me. Assistants, people that help out the program, boosters, whatever, are allowed to utilize up to, I think it's $10,000 of their own money if they choose to. They don't have to help out with programs and can fund, football gear. And by the way, why wouldn't that have been allowed? That's like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why would, if Teddy Bridgewater, a guy who's made millions of dollars in his career, wants to give back to the kids, they're like, ooh, so you're taking the kids home for practice, are you? You're being a halfway decent human being, are you? Hell, you're like banned from coaching. So yes, that was the most bizarre thing ever. But yes. Yes, they did make a new law about that. So shout out to Teddy. They were able to flip that. So that's good. Oh yeah, MC Show Digital, by the way, is saying, is that a snapback hat you're wearing? BG Whoa. It is a snapback hat that I'm wearing, MC Show Digital, and I appreciate that because
This is Jets Worldwide. Wide.
Woo. Looking fresh to death. I mean, hey, kid number 3 on D-Way.
Holla at your boy. Yes, sir. So MC Show Digital, it is a JWW takeover. So yes, and I appreciate through the first hour of this show that all the fans that are watching the show from behind me got to see JWW on that hat for most of the show. So shout out to those people. But now it's time for the front-facing crowd to get a full appreciation of that. So thank you. Very nice. And yeah, I have no interest in a buckle hat. To me, those are, when I'm 1,000, that'll suddenly be in flavor. And I hope if I choose to reach for that hat, someone comes in with a shotgun and finishes me off, because those hats are, with all due respect, stupid. Yeah, I as a hat aficionado, I hate those hats. I am a flex fit guy by choice, but back in the day, I used to wear these flat brims. Like a Johnny Boy could still pull it off. I used to wear these all the time in school. I used to, have my lean in school and have the old flat brim, but I'm not as cool as I used to be. So I can't pull these off often. But the JWW makes me feel like I can pull it off. It sort of gives me that confidence, those superpowers.
It's a little bit of a hybrid, a little hybrid there.
It is. Yeah, so I used to be a big snapback guy. If people saw me back in the day, that is true. We have a couple of super chats coming through. Let's go to EZ, Mr. Honey Shot himself. Bang, bang. Wow. Don't want him, but Zach Wilson. Oh, that's odd. Sure, right. That's one I've not heard. And then someone randomly brought up and said, I can't. Maybe it was C. Someone brought up that, like, hey, Zach Wilson said somewhere he wants to come back to the Jets. I have not heard that at all. And if he does, great. I want $1 billion. That's also not happening. So Zach Wilson, get the hell out of here. So no, I'm not. Me nor the fan should slam on Easy, because again, this was my question. I was asking for bizarre names. That counts, ding, as bizarre name. So that's 100% exactly what the doctor ordered. That's exactly the things I'm looking for. I'm looking for that sort of thing. So yes, bizarre names. That's another one for sure. But absolutely not. He could go somewhere else. I still can't believe the Miami Dolphins not only signed Zach Wilson, but then they came out with their chests puffed out, saying, "Yeah, we identified Zach Wilson. We gave him $6 million fully guaranteed because he was the guy we wanted behind to it." I'm like, wow, okay. Are they going to make us look dumb? And spoiler alert, they did not.
Who made that decision, by the way? Who was the person on the staff who's probably no longer with the staff?
I would assume Mike McDaniel, because he's the offensive guy. So I imagine who's backing up the very broken, fragile Tua would have to fall in the hands of Mike McDaniel, I would assume. And Mike McDaniel's now with the Chargers. Here's another super chat coming in real quick. This one's from the Tennessee Jet. Wow. Becoming a daily bit where Tennessee Jet comes in at some random time during the show, sends it a $2 super chat, says, I'm late as usual, but what did I miss? So how would you best encapsulate the hour missed by Tennessee Jet with a JWW takeover? 3 position chats to look at: interior offensive line, linebacker, and safety. And not only are they going to look at that, Connor Hughes says they've been targeting it. Like they've been making phone calls that you're definitely allowed to make to try to investigate the marketplace at those positions. So Tennessee Jet, those are 3 positions. And also the end one, as I go to the cup and the ref blows the whistle, is that the mystery quarterback, that there is some, Rich Sweeney indicated that there's always a wild card or 2, like names beyond what we're talking about that could enter the mix. So Tennessee Jet, if you have a suggestion, or any of you out there in the audience, please feel free to throw that into the mix. But appreciate it, as always, you guys sending in your super chats. That helps keep the lights on here. So keep those coming if you guys want to get involved. That is the money sign on YouTube, baby, is the way to get involved here on the program. If you want to get some raffle tickets and also guarantee get involved in the program. Appreciate that. As well. So Tennessee Jet. Anything else you guys would highlight for Tennessee Jet over the last hour?
Yes. Shout out to Tennessee Jet. Thank you for coming on, man. First off, everybody that's watching, hey, man, make sure you hit the like button and hit the sub, because the math's not mathing, So I think 1 + 1 is 2, maybe. But we talked about big ticket, Flacco, and Bush, and that's pretty much where the show has gone to. So
that sounds about right. Tennessee Jet explains, I'm always either at work or this week I'm at my National Guard training, so I never make it on time. If anyone has ever had the best excuse that I would never follow up on ever again, that'd be you, Tennessee Jet. So it's you didn't have to explain yourself, but that is thank you for your service. Thank you for everything that you're doing there. So yes, well understood. And again, no issues taken. If anyone enjoys the show at any point, live, after the fact, or anything, audio only version, that's always a lot of fun. Hop on Pop jumping in saying, it's weird you draw the line at buckle hats. You wear goofy ass safari and cowboy hats. Whoa, what the personal hell is going on here, man? I'm sorry that I've got a body and a face and a head that can rock all kinds of different styles. It's God's gift. He delivered. I signed for it. I don't know what the hell you want from me. So, but buckle hats, again, just a big ew. Gross. Ew, thank you. Okay. You guys ready for some Mike White action? Mike effing White?
Bring those t-shirts back.
Bring the t-shirts back?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
all about it, baby.
I definitely have that t-shirt somewhere for sure. But I like that. That's a different one. I don't even know where the hell Mike White is right now. Not that I normally have a GPS tracker on random Jets quarterbacks where they are anywhere on the planet at any time. But I saw he was back with Buffalo, back up with Dolphins. I guess to get the final Infinity Stone, he needs to go to New England. But our boy Tommy DeVito, shout out to Tommy. I got his autograph football over here. He just re-signed with New England. So good for him. I'm glad he's getting some guaranteed millions. So happy for my guy Tommy.
Philliam had a good suggestion. Philliam said Dylan Gabriel.
Oh yeah, he has been pounding the table for Dylan Gabriel, which I'm glad somebody is, I guess. But yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
I would like to bring this up to you guys right now. There's been a lot of conversation about the money that we have, to spend.
Sure. Yep.
And that we need to be save as much as we can and all of that.
Yeah.
I want to get your guys' thoughts on saving money in regards to the cap of money that's not yours, does not belong to you. Okay. It's somebody else's money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you guys have any thoughts in regards to that, or what's up?
Snowball, go ahead. You're his better half.
Listen, I'm of the ilk that if you're going to save money, you're saving it for a reason. And if you're going to save money this season, you must have your eye on something else somewhere next year. So I don't think the Jets are looking anywhere past their noses right now, except with the draft picks for next year. But if you're in it to win it, and I'm not saying that the Jets are winning anything this year, but we hope they do. But no, I'm really not in the camp of saving money. Like, if this is the year that your career hinges on, then you got to definitely go B's to the W about, spending money. So no, not in the house of saving, in the house of spending this year. And like Johnny said before, right? Like if Tyler Linderbaum wants, to write a number on a piece of paper and slide it across the table, I think we don't have any reason to say, well, barring like absolute absurdity, to say no. So yeah.
Yeah, I would just be, again, man, the balls on this Jets regime, if they like save a bunch of money, because I saw people losing their shit about Carson Wentz, but like Carson Wentz is the starter. If the Jets identified Carson Wentz as the plan A, I'm like, man, there's got to be a bigger plan at play here. There's no man, Johnny and Snowball, you guys always get me to do this, you potty mouth bastards. There's just no way that's a plan, because like Rich Samini said, if Carson Wentz comes, which again makes a lot of sense, Frank Reich, there's connective tissue. I'm not saying like I don't have to like it, but it makes sense that he would be one of the names. Rich said maybe he'll cost $3 million, so like the money will be inconsequential. But if you're not, if you're like saving shekels at all these places, then it has to be for a greater means. Because first off, we did this show a couple weeks ago. For those who don't know, there are rules. There's minimum spending amounts for NFL teams. Like, you can't sit on your hands forever, for years and years and years, and just tank. In this particular window, it depends on the year. Sometimes it's a 4-year window. In this particular run, it's a 3-year window. We're in the last year of the window, so the Jets have to meet the 90% minimum cap threshold of spending, which means they have to spend at least $50 million of what they have, and they have 70 plus million that's available right now. So they have to at least spend $50 million, and that means a lot of front-loaded contracts are coming in 2026. So if they're saving it, it would have to be for something greater. They must have some blockbuster trade or something set up here to make it happen. But again, I agree with Philium, who says this. There is a so many comments are coming in quick. There's a difference between being cheap and being foolish. So they just have to be tactical on I think they are going to spend some buco bucks, but is it on a couple of swings like Tyler Linderbaum? Is it on a bunch of 10 million guys? Is it a bunch of 8 million guys? They just fill out the roster. That I'm going to be curious about. Do they have like Muji and AG and everybody are talking? They're like, we're getting one big fish, and then everyone else will sort of be, complementary pieces. That I'm fascinated with. So yeah, I think they are going to spend money. I would be shocked if they didn't. Some other quarterback guesses. So Ricky New York brings up Wildcard Willis is coming to New York. Now, Malik Willis is a name that's been brought up, but I like that Ricky brings it up here because, like, I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm pretty resigned to the fact he's not coming here. And not only did I not want him, but I just feel like he's going to pick another place, and they just did the Justin Fields thing. But that would be a wild card of like, holy shit, he came here? He came here and the Jets chose him. Both of those things happening, that would be very interesting to me. So Ricky New York Live, that is a good one. Pop misspelled this name, but Deshaun Watson. I heard that on like WFAN or something. I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. There's no way, man. There's just no way. Like, for all the obvious reasons that have nothing to do with football, and oh yeah, he sucks at football too. Like, I just, don't get me wrong. Pre-Texans trade, I thought Deshaun Watson was the next big thing. I was like, man, this guy is going to be Patrick Mahomes level. He is going to, or maybe Joe Burrow's the better example. And what I mean by that is not a guy who's just going to win a bunch of Super Bowls, but he's going to be constantly, the Texans are just going to be a thing for like 10 years or something. So I thought Deshaun Watson was going to be awesome. And, he has not been in a long time. That would stun me if they went in that direction. So, but that's what we're looking for. I heard Philium, another Zach Wilson vote. Maybe that's his brother, the other Zach. Zack. There's a bunch of those Wilson kids running around BYU. That could be possible. And Herbie wants to be a dentist. Hep with the Justin Herbert shout out. That would be the best of all these choices. But man, for Harbaugh to give up on the guy that he says he has told several times, you're going to be a Hall of Famer, like to just trade him would be absolutely stunning. So yeah, but these are the names we're talking about. You look at MC Show Digital. Let's get some Phillip Rivers old man action in there. Sure, there you go.
Hey, why
That's
not?
the spirit. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, now you're why not? But Jamario Davis is too old. Oh, that's interesting. Thanks. Way to be consistent, you bastard.
Depends on the position, Paul.
Yeah, apparently. Wow. Whoa. Oh, this isn't BG After Dark there, Snowball. Let's keep that all contained over there. Gardner Minshew or Garden Minshew coming in here from G5 says, I like that.
Bushes, gardens, we're all over the place.
Did you guys hear the Gardner Minshew thing? So Patrick Mahomes tears ACL. We're like, geez, that sucks. They bring in Gardner Minshew, and it is believed that he tore his ACL. And we're all like, Jesus, what is happening there in Kansas City? And then there was a random, so we all are led to believe he has his torn ACL, but we don't pay much attention. He's a backup quarterback. So like, okay, he tore his ACL, whatever, move on. And then like a couple weeks ago, they're like, doctors discovered that actually he didn't tear his ACL. It was just a knee sprain. And we're like, wait, what? What the hell? So Gardner Minshew is back in the conversation. So apparently he's an option. That is wild. So apparently some Garden Minshew action is in here. I see Uncle Rico, Deshaun Watson again. Oh my! Wow, you guys are.
Gardner Minshew is like Uncle Rico.
Mm-hmm.
He is very Uncle Rico. I mean,
very Uncle Rico.
And we've been connected to Gardner Minshew for like 1,000 years. Like, so eventually it has to happen. Probably when he's 45. But
hey,
yeah.
Hey, BG, can I say something about what you just stated in regards of the money situation?
Certainly.
I really like that you said front loading a lot of these contracts because I think that that's how it should be. Okay, so we're not having to be in the same boat that we're in right now when we have 91 million in dead cap. So I think your pops just said it. You try to save some money or whatever for next year, and I'm like, why? I think we're gonna have something close to about 200 million.
That's correct.
Do it now. Don't be cheap. First off, this is not our money. Okay.
That's true.
This is not our money. Do it.
Can confirm.
Get it. Get the guys that you want. Dude, if Tyler Linderbaum is the guy that you feel like could change, right, the organization, do it.
Yeah.
You want guys that are like that in the locker room. Okay. Do it. It'll intrigue other people out there to come to the New York Jets. To Ricky, right? Imagine Tyler Linderbaum's there, and then we do get a Malik Willis. Look, I would be all about it. I would be bought into the season even more in the sense of like, they got a crazy good line over there now. Who's he throwing it to and anything? I don't know, but this dude will have like 9-10 seconds in the back to either throw it or you say, you know what? I do have legs. Let me run and keep, scoring some points. Look, the whole conversation where people are always like, don't spend the money, don't do it or anything like that. I've never understood it because it's not our money. Just fucking do it. Just do it. All right. Do it for Johnny. Do it for Johnny and stay golden.
It's well said. It's well said. Yeah, go ahead, Shava.
No, I don't know. Listen. I understand the Linderbaum argument. I'm not going as how much did you say give him up to what?
22 mil.
22 mil. Man, that's a
Alisero said it could get mid-20s, so like 25 million.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I'm just thinking futures. When you think futures and the idea of him just anchoring the line, like he's got the time. He's not old. He's a smart dude. Like
get him.
He is. Money moves mountains. So like there's a mountain of a man. If you do reset the market that way, it's going to be a tough decision for him and his agent. If you throw that money down on the table, like how many other teams are going to pony up that much money? You know, I don't know. What's our competition?
Maybe.
The
Raiders for sure. Raiders and Bears. I know Bears just traded for a guy, so maybe that took them completely out of the market.
Yeah.
Tennessee really wants a center. I've been hearing from Titans people. So maybe they get in on Lindy. So Baltimore, obviously, they are interested, but I don't think they have the money after trading for Crosby. So I think they're probably out. I thought they were probably out anyway. So yeah, probably Titans, Raiders, Jets, I guess, if you view them in that category.
Yeah, and the idea of, again, futures, you know, all these, again, I'm sure we'll get into this, but like a little bit about the bridge quarterback. Like,
Sure.
What do you want the bridge to be? Like, do you want the bridge to be just next year, and then halfway through the season, you know, insert rookie QB A, B, C, whoever that's going to be?
Yeah.
Or do you want to invest in someone who's going to be, you know, here for next year and possibly some years after, and still have a relative amount of success? So, you know, again, I'm not saying anything Mac Jones, but like what I'm saying is that, you know, you want to look into somebody who's Mac Jones, who's going to be here possibly for years past next.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I know who.
Well, let's throw this up. Super chat coming in from Easy Jesus.
Wow.
How is the appropriate response? Easy with a $2 super chat here saying, for Deshaun Watson, Jets must hire a Fluffy. Or Fluffer. Come on, Easy. Come on. We got to be better than this, Easy. Come on, man.
He doesn't.
And I'm going to be honest, this is probably always going to be too soon. That's just, your $2 were added, but not with a smile. Certainly not. All right. Are you guys ready for the phone lines? Is there anything you guys want to get to? Do you want to give a quick plug, of course, before we start this or continue this puppy?
How many people are watching? How many people do we have watching right now?
413.
Okay, 413. So they say usually when you advertise, you expect a 1% return. So I will bank on the 1% return between YouTube and Twitter X.
Yeah.
If 1% of the 400 plus people come into YouTube, 1%, Johnny, now you're doing the math? Because if you're doing the math, right, that should be 40 new subscribers. I teach art. So no, it's not 40. But anyway, you know the numbers. But anyway, 1% of 400 could be 4 to 5 people, maybe. It'd be nice if they hopped over to YouTube at JetsWorldWide, all one word. We're on YouTube. Please go over to your other screen if you're on your PC and, you know, bring up YouTube and go over to at JetsWorldWide. Subscribe. We're on every Friday at 7:30 p.m. We're talking Jets all the time. Johnny's entertaining. I'm entertaining occasionally. And, you know, sometimes we have people on like, you know, Paul, he comes on, he shares his interest in what's happening in the Jets world. So we are trying to get to 500 subscribers. So be a part of the movement.
Yeah,
and
please
be
do.
entered into the mystery box. So
yeah, which we'll explain in a second. I want to get back to that. Sure. So we have 415 people now. 117 of those 415 are watching on YouTube. I just made it easy for you guys because a bunch of them are just watching on YouTube right now. I just dropped the Jets Worldwide link. So if you're on YouTube, you click that and it opens up a new window. And this window you're still hearing. So you should be able to just subscribe and jump right over to Jets Worldwide. So feel free to do that. They're currently at 437 subscribers, people. So 63 away. Let's go, people. Jump on the train. Hit that subscribe. I'd love for this JWW cherry to be popped here on Boy Green Daily at 500 subscribers. It'd be cool for that to happen live. But let's chip away, folks, and make sure you do it again. My friends over at Jets Worldwide, there's enough love in the universe to enjoy multiple Jets content creator shows and to support multiple Jets content creator shows. I hope you guys do that. So let's go.
BG, sure and if I could, you know,
you could
really quickly.
You can.
I would like to say thank you to you. For you, for you to be able to give us this platform to come on with you once a week and be able to, you know, have this Jets Worldwide takeover is something that myself and Snowball are very grateful for. Your community and what you've built right? It's taken so much time, and for you to trust us to come up here, right, means a lot to us. So I'm not here trying to have you to cry, but I would love to see some tears come down your eyes, which would be awesome. I think I would be the first. But anyways, yeah, there you go, even better.
Yeah.
And before you guys come on over to us and do that, okay, there's over 400 and something. He only has 70 thumbs up right now. The math is not mathing. Make sure you guys smash the like for him, and then come on over and check us out, man. We're 7:30 every single Friday. We have really fun shows. We try to make it I'm gonna be honest, Snowball is the informative guy. I'm just a dude that says stuff that gets me in trouble all the time, which is cool. This is what I do. But again, I just want to say, BG, thank you. Like, for real, like from JetsWorldWide, wide.
Sure.
We thank you, because you've been somebody that truly really bought in to what we're trying to do. And if you've dived in, swimwear and all.
Zoinks. I would say, first off, do I have it's a takeover. If you come in and bang on my door with a gun and say, your family's lives are on the line, I'm like, okay, you can come on the show. Jesus. If you're giving me credit for that, then God bless, I suppose. Thank you for that. So this takeover, the spray paint can, people could see it on the graphic, the YouTube thumbnail. It says JWW Takeover and spray paint lettering on the side and I see that you guys left your insignia. So after you broke into the house on the splotch of paint that's on there, there's a Jets Worldwide stamp logo in the paint, which I don't even know how you guys did that, but it's all over the YouTube thumbnail for this JWW Takeover. So certainly, getting all soapboxy here. But I would say, again, when I started, this YouTube channel has only been alive for 6 years in September. This September, it'll be the 6th year. But I've been doing the audio version of this show, which was called the Jet Zone back in the day, since 2013, 2014, something like that, a long time ago. And when I got into the YouTube world, people could have crushed me like a bug. So I just did market research. I'm like, who's in this space? Who are the big players? And I identified them all, boop, 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 all these people, and then I DM'd them. I'm like, what's a way I can get in contact where they're going to see it? So I found all these ways: email, message, Facebook, this. I reached out and said, hey, my name's Paul, and I sort of kind of want to get into this. Any advice, tips, tricks, anything, equipment, anything? And they could have been like, screw you, competition, don't want any part of you. And they opened their arms and said, hey, man, here's the things I use. Here's this, good luck. And then all of a sudden I was able to join those great folks, and I'm humbled to join them. So I think too many people think that there's too many shows out there, so that makes them nervous not to start one, or that they just where am I going to fit? You make your own fit. If there's not a door there, you break a hole in the wall and you punch your way through the door and you make your own space. I think there is plenty of space for all of us out there in the universe. And I think there's different things to enjoy. And for some, it's different each day. Like maybe I'm coming on the internet, I want something funny to listen to. Who is in that category? Sometimes come in, I just want information. This trade happened. Give me the straight up black and white information on what this is. There's shows out there for that. So I think there are film junkies out there. You want your fix. Well, there's plenty of shows that could give you that activity here on the program. So I think there's a room for everyone, which we appreciate.
Thank you for not resisting and being compliant.
Yep, there you go. I guess that's probably what I should put on the T-shirt. Nagi Boko says, what would really grow BG and Jets Worldwide is if the Jets win some gosh darn football games. Now, that's for damn sure. Yeah, it said, I guess you could blame me. Since I've done the audio version of the show or this version, both, 2013-ish. I mean, Jesus, it's been mostly terrible, quite frankly. So I don't even know what to do with my hands if they turn this thing around. So, and I know they will eventually turn this thing around. And I do agree with what Uncle Indy just said. The coolest part is that it's not just a show. It is a strong community. I'm looking forward to Jets Worldwide. Hopefully we can line up the dates and that it makes sense for our tailgate this year. I want to bring all of us together. And let's all, there you go. Boom, 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 boom.
Raise the roof.
You know,
MC
do
raise
some of that
the roof.
action here. So yeah, so I hope we do that. I hope for the Boy Green Coffee Club members and Espresso Club members that came last year, I hope you guys come back, and I hope the people that didn't come say, you know what, that was so cool. I don't want to miss it. I want to be there. So hopefully you guys are all there this year. So stay tuned. Again, my advice to anyone that's hearing this, go, whoa, you guys are hosting a tailgate? Yes. Me and Woody are hosting another tailgate this year. I already gave the group deposit to the New York Jets, so they have that ready to roll. We'll pick a game shortly thereafter. Just have your money ready, because again, it's going to be first come, first serve. Last year, I think there's sort of a mystery, and people were like, man, can Boy Green Woody pull this thing off? And we did, and it was awesome. I don't think there's going to be as many tickets hanging around this time around. And hopefully, you know, that's an arrogant thing to say, but I don't think they're going to be hanging around this time. So if you wait, you may miss out on your shot. So my advice would be here on March 8th, we're going to know the schedule in 2 months. So, which sounds far away, but it's not. So what I would do is save your shekels and be ready, because as soon as I open up the gates, hey, it's this game this time, and it fits your schedule, of course, and you guys want to come, you guys are going to want to flood to that as quickly as possible, and it'll be first come, first serve for those coming in. So good luck to everybody out there. Appreciate it. Yeah, Indy says a 200-person tailgate. Yeah, that'd be great. Yes, sir.
Question.
Yes.
Is that being catered by Chef Kev as well?
It is, once again, that is official. Chef Kevin Gilbert will be catering that event. Lou B will be bringing the B Sprinter back. We will have DJ. We'll see if it's DJ Gina Turner. She was there last time, and she raised the roof. That was a terrific time. Me, Woody, will take care of all the alcohol and other drinks. So, for folks, I guess I passed over that part. Yeah, so there will be a special discounted rate for tickets. So if you sit with us and do our group, you're going to get a combo platter. We'll have a package where the food is included. There will be some gift of some kind. Last year we did T-shirts and all kinds of other fun stuff. This year I'm trying to think if I could do something creative, something even different. So stay tuned on that one. And then, of course, the ticket. And the cool thing about buying a ticket through a group versus just buying it on your own is you don't get the taxes and extra BS processing that normally comes with buying a ticket at an NFL game. That's the perk, is that's worked into the price. So like last year we charged $300. You get your game ticket, you got the food catered by Chef Kevin Gilbert, and then you got the T-shirt, and we were all sitting together on a whole thing. And normally if you buy a ticket, there's all the ticket fees, there's taxes you have to pay. None of that is a part of our equation. So instead, that money that you would be spending is going towards food and other stuff that you're going to want. So it's going to be an awesome time. I can't wait for it. So more stuff to come, folks. More stuff to come. So again, save your shekels. That would be my advice to anyone out there in the universe that's thinking about coming to this thing. Are you guys ready for the phone lines?
Oh yeah!
Open
There
it
we
up.
go. We're swimming in it. Speaking of that tailgate, every day before we go to the phone lines, we play this video. And this video, I don't say it often, but this is from our tailgate last year. Shout out to Lou B, who filmed this thing. And this just gives you a slice of what the party is with the food, the concert, the drinking, everything else that's going on. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to play this. We'll be right back. And if you'd like to call into the show, now's the time to do so. Whether you're a first-time caller or a multi-time offender, we welcome all here on the program. That's about to be the pinned comment on youtube.com/BoyGreen25.
1, 2, 3. Whoa! Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. All right. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. Everyone, J-E-T-S, Jets. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. All right. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go!
Outstanding. Hello? I can't hear anything.
Well, looks like this is a Jets Worldwide takeover.
It's a
And
true
this is
takeover
what
now.
we do, all right? Welcome to Boy Green Daily, another episode of Jets Worldwide Takeover. We just went in to the internet space. We went over all the way to where our guy, Boy Green Daily, stayed in, and we just went and said,
Did you cut the internet cord?
dude, I did.
I saw it.
I had
Yeah,
to.
man.
I had
That
to.
guy. Who is that guy anyway? Like, this is a takeover. It's a Jets Worldwide takeover. I just wanted to comment that video with Hep. I got to
Amazing.
find out where he got that hat, man, because that bill is like super long. It blocks all the sun. Really nice. Are we going to be able to take call-ins now?
I don't know, but I mean,
I don't either.
I say this though, like when you guys were talking about a lot of these quarterbacks, it was making me extremely sad, dude. Like we on the show the other day, we were talking about our actual quarterback freaking room that we have at the current moment that consists of Justin Fields,
Yes.
Bailey Zappi,
Mhm.
who was
Cook.
the new Brady Cook, and then
Yep.
Hendon Hooker because he's a restricted free agent.
Man.
I'm like, oh hell yeah. We are like so in there. No, it's bad, bro. It's really bad. So like when I get people that are like, yo, Malik Willis, nah, I don't want that guy. I'm like, go check out the quarterback room real quick,
Yeah.
because I think for me with quarterback Snowball,
Mm.
I want a quarterback that knows that he's not going to be the starting, ace of the future for the New York Jets. And are some of these quarterbacks that are going to come here going to be okay with that?
I'm really not sure. Oh, look. Oh,
there he is.
who invited him?
What kind of Jets Worldwide takeover was this? What the hell?
Hey,
What'd you
straight.
get? The duct tape out? The electrical tape? Did you put those wires back together?
Yeah, I mean, for God's sakes, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And I'm like, I thought you guys all just thanked me for, thanks for the show, sucker, and just kicked me out.
Hey,
That was
BG, that was our Hollywood Hogan moment. Okay.
yeah, that was unbelievable. That felt
He's
like
the third man. He's
Right.
the third man.
and then kicking the nuts. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what the? No, wait, an unbelievable turn. Yeah, so that was wow. Okay, there we go. Anywho, let's get back to the phone lines. If you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna take the ball back, and here we go. Let's go with some Hep action.
Sorry.
Hey guys, hey fellas.
Hey, Hep.
Good.
Oh,
Hey, what happened? Did PE3 pull out all the wires underneath the computer table?
I will tell you, this is TMI for probably most people listening to this show. There used to be, because I'm moving all this stuff. Long story short, I'm now taking over the entire house that this is. So we rent, and we once lived upstairs, and then we lived
Right.
downstairs, and then there hasn't been anyone upstairs for a while. So just empty rooms. It's just empty nothingness, and it's separated. And then long story short, now we're going to move some stuff up there so we can take over the whole house, basically.
Oh, wow, good for you.
It's a Boy Green Daily takeover. So great. And so there used to be a futon in front of this desk that I have. The good part was it protected cords and stuff because no one ever saw it. It was in between that. So now Polly, when he wakes up in the morning, can look at me and give he sort of peeks out from behind the computer when he comes in the hallway, and he can see the access to yanking cords and cameras. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
The
boy.
first time when he came around the corner and looked and just smiled, I'm like, don't. And then it was just like he sprints for it, like, oh God, no. So yeah, he does have that capabilities. I cannot blame him for what happened, whatever today. But yes, he is now capable of doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, kids are the best, man. Hey, you think you get your own room, your own little studio up there? Maybe?
That's a good question. That's what I'm considering. Am I going to move this whole studio to a different part of the house now that I have more rooms available? It's a good question. We will see if there is a move. I am a stubborn bastard normally, so I will probably make everyone else move their blank before I move mine. But
Yeah.
I should consider it now that I have a lot more choices.
Well, you could do a lot of cool stuff. I mean, you could paint the room green. You get some nice
Ooh.
lighting. You can
It'd be nice. Yeah, I
really
see what
trick
Jet
it
Central
out.
does over there with the green lighting. That's very a nice touch. So yeah, I think an upgrade may be in order.
Yeah, it would be fun anyway. So anyway, Snowball, I got that hat I got. I'm from Irish and Scottish descent, and I have really light skin. You seem to have that too. So I got it's a fisherman's hat. It's a fisherman's hat, and that gives you that
Ooh.
beak.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
cool. I really like that. That could, block my entire body. So that's
Yeah, just
awesome.
about. It's I'm thinking about getting a Jet logo and putting it on, having it sewn on.
I have a
But
patch for you.
yeah, I have to get a patch. Yeah. So anyway, you got to sign up for these guys on the Jets Worldwide, because at 500 they start to monetize and they start to make a little bit of money.
Mhm.
So if it's not a big deal, just jump on over. Paul left you the link and stuff, so it's no big deal. I mean, just subscribe, and that should do it. I remember when Paul got his 1,000, he broke down and started crying. He was like,
It was
yeah, he was really
crazy.
emotional.
Yeah, because again, I have said this before, so I won't waste a lot of time saying it. I didn't get into this but I didn't even know money was in it. But so I didn't get into it for money, and then all of a sudden, you reach 500, and for people who don't know, that's some level of monetization. Then 1,000, you get even more. Like the full puppy is unlocked, and again, it's not mansion money for most people. I would assume.
No.
It's a
Some
hobby
people are
or.
making money.
Yeah,
out
right.
there
Oh,
and-
yeah. There's some people I've heard making some serious dough, and God bless those people. But you can make some fine, solid, nice money, and it's cool. So yes, 500 is such a big deal because before that point, to what you just said, Hep, for people who don't know, and I assume most people wouldn't know unless you're in YouTube. 500 subscribers is sort of a big milestone where they could start doing some own stuff like their own emojis and things of that nature, which would be cool because he's old Snowball over here is doing it for everybody else, so he's vicariously living his life through all of us,
Right.
and he wants to live his own life. Yeah,
So it's no big deal, guys. Just hit it.
It's
and
free.
Subscribe and just bounce back. It's not a big deal.
That's it.
Yeah, right.
What I was gonna say. You really did a good idea, Paul. You pretty much are the morning guy. You got more. You're the morning guy. 7:30 every day. Boom.
100%.
And that really helps give and Jake is just the content king. He's just all the time.
Oh yeah, he does shows all over the place. But yeah, that's a good point, Hep. Heed the warning, motherfuckers out there. Stay off my turf. 7:30 is my turf. If I start walking around the streets, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm gonna get my boys to come down that alley. You're doing some dice games at 8:00. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. What the hell are you doing? 9:00? Get the hell out of here. You get 9:30. All right, you're a little bit more comfortable.
But
I
got your back.
Yeah, that's 100%. Let's put Boy Green people, start patrolling these streets, cracking the whip. Make sure nobody's in our time turf. Yeah, because it is our slice of life happening over here. That is true.
Yeah. And a lot of old guys get up early in the morning, so it's perfect for them. That's why you got so many old guys on this station.
And the cool thing is, and here's the best part, right? So it's live 7:30, and I again, military family, I like being an on time, everyday sort of thing. And for the people that say, F that, with all due respect, Paul, they can rewatch the show. It's available, but it's just there immediately for them. They wake up at 9:00, 10:00, or take your kids to somewhere. The show's just sitting, waiting there for them. It's on demand. So, yeah, I think it's cool that it sort of satisfies all parties. The people that want to be live or want to do the morning thing or just want to watch it and hear it after, totally cool. So it is cool that all those options are available.
Yeah, quick Jet news. I don't know about Wentz. I mean, I wouldn't mind having him in the room, but I don't know if I want him in as the main guy.
Definitely not.
There's
no way. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, he might be really good as far as helping mentor a person. Maybe he's good in the film room. I don't know really much about him.
Right.
I remember he had a pretty decent arm. I don't know what his story was, but he's old at this point, and he's not really, I don't know. But the older guys are going to be old, I guess, coming in here, except for Kyler Murray. I don't see Murray coming here. I think he's the favorite from Minnesota.
Correct. That is correct.
And then Carr. Where do you see a Carr going other than the Jets? I don't even see him going anywhere else.
I think, and I don't, we haven't done a full show on this, but Derek Carr, according to Connor Hughes and Zach Rosenblatt, so there was the rumor. So it started with Matthew Berry, who's really a fantasy football guy, but he was just at the combine. He overheard it. He's like, oh yeah, I hear Carr's going to unretire. Saints going to trade him to the Jets. And then on their podcast, Derek and David have a podcast together called Homegrown. They do a podcast together. And this is going to sound very confusing to explain. But Derek and David Carr are playing a game predicting where quarterbacks are going to land this offseason.
Yeah.
Derek asks his brother David, where does he think Derek in third person is going to land? And David goes, And then when he goes to give an answer, they censor bleep what he said. He goes, beep. And then he says, "I told you it is beep." He bleeped it the second time, but on the second bleep, they don't bleep it all the way out, and you could hear the end of what the answer is, and it sounds like he's saying beep Jets, like you're hearing the S, and people all are going, "Oh, that means he's going to the Jets," and all these crazy things. So Zach Rosenblatt and Connor Hughes basically grabbed that clip and texted it to their Jet source and said, "Anything on this?" And the Jet source said, "I'm going to be honest, I don't know where the hell any of this is coming from. Yeah, that's not happening." And just completely shut it down. Now, is it are the Jets people fucking with them because they don't want anyone to know who they're actually going after? I don't know what the real truth is, but that's what I heard. And to me, but they said if it was Zach Rosenblatt said if Derek Carr to the Jets is going to happen, it's going to happen because the Jets, whoever's on the target list, there are 5 quarterbacks, and all 5 of those go somewhere else. And the Jets, after everything settles out, goes, "You know what? We'll go after Derek Carr." And that makes a lot of sense because Derek Carr's retired, and there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through before Derek Carr is your quarterback. You don't just sign Derek Carr. You have to trade for Derek Carr. I don't think it's going to be for a lot, but it would make sense if the Jets explore all their waters and then there's nothing that they go, "Hey, we can always go back to Derek Carr and figure that out with the Saints." So it sounds like it's a fallback plan at this point.
Okay. Remember, guys, check in on the JWW. It's definitely worth it.
Hey,
see you guys in the rebound.
Hep, hold on.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Here you
No.
Yeah.
So I would like to say seasoned. Okay. Shout out to the seasoned fans that are out there.
Okay.
But what's your thoughts on Marcus Mariota? Because that's my number one guy that I really want on here. I wanted to ask you that.
My initial plan, my official quarterback room was Derek Carr, Marcus Mariota, and Drew Allure. I thought that would be a good room to hold. Because it's just, this 17 games is a bitch, man. I mean, you're gonna see all these quarterbacks. We're gonna go to 18. You're gonna see the cap explode and maybe get another bye in there. And we're gonna need 2 good quarterbacks to get it through a season. It's gonna change the face of the game. So let's see what happens, right?
And Hep, that's the other point that I'm glad that you made. Because we also need a backup quarterback. We don't have that, and it's not being talked about enough as well. So thank you for saying that, Hep.
I'm thinking Drew Allure will be our future backup, and then next year we get our guy. And because I said we're gonna need 2 quarterbacks in this new league that we're hitting. But anyway, you're doing good, guy. You're doing a good job, guys. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Thank you. There he is, Hep, the legend, joining us here on the show. Again, the pinned comment on youtube.com/boygreen25 is the way to call in. We have plenty of callers trying to get here on the program. Let's go next to some JWW representation. Whoa, what the? Jets.
Let's go.
Wide. Oh, yeah, the merch.
Yo, good morning, sir.
Oh, wow. Okay, man. Okay, he is rolling in deep.
Double
Instant
reps.
Coffee Club, baby. Brand new. Yeah, very nice. What's up, William? Good morning, sir.
How you doing, gentlemen? I love this idea. I love seeing you guys together. One of the reasons I called today really was just to piggyback a little bit off of Hep. And by the way, Hep, good call, man. I appreciate you. Everything you said, I liked. We're all such big fans of the Boy Green Show. There's thousands of us out there every day. If all of us go to I'm going to call my daughter today. I'm going to ask every friend, just do me a favor, man. Just go to YouTube, click subscribe. I don't care if you ever watch the show again. All right. Just do that for me. Okay. If we can all just get some friends and family to do that. All right. We can get both of you guys a huge surge this week. Wouldn't that be really cool? I would love for you guys to be on next week and saying, we both picked up hundreds of subscribers this week. So, I'm just asking everybody to do that. Okay.
We are free agents, Phil. We're free agents. So we're available.
There you go. And Johnny, I don't know how many people really caught it, but Johnny said something earlier. It's like my new favorite saying, do it for Johnny. I love that. He wanted. There was comments saying, we should get T-shirts. Absolutely, man. Put that in the catalog. Let's do a do it for Johnny shirt. I love it.
Hell yeah. Stay golden. Pony Boy.
Maybe we'll get underwear that says "Do it for Johnny."
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's the one that we're sending
An untapped
to
market. Yeah.
No, BG, that is the one that we're sending because your dad tends to travel often, right? And you know, when you go to Europe, they wear different types of styles in regards to
they go commando, right?
No, swimwear. So
yeah,
Jets Worldwide exclusive, we're gonna have one that says "Do it for Johnny," and it's gonna be the European style.
The banana
swimwear for
hammock?
men.
I see. Okay. Well, feel free to send that. Send it. I never want to see it. So if he like Philium just showed the shirt. Woo! I don't need to ever see. Woo! I'll let my mind go if it ever needs to think where that is. It won't. But thank you. But sure, if you want to expand it to those waters at your shop,
Pops will be the thumbnail. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, one more thing I want to say real quick. Johnny and I have always been pretty cool together. Talked, offline, and when he was going through some of his medical stuff, we got a little bit closer and we talked more about life in general and people and family. And let me tell you, people out there, Johnny's the real deal. Johnny's a really good human. Recently a friend of mine is taken ill. He never fails to ask how my friend is doing. I got a lot of love for Johnny. Let's get these guys over that hump. All right, guys, please.
Let's go. Philium, thank you so much.
And I love Phil too. Phil's the man, dude. Phil's such a good person. Like, and this is what I'm talking about, Boy Green, the community and the way it is. Like, it's amazing, man, because I've been somebody that's always talked about, even when I first started trying to get into the content.
By the way, 58 subscribers away from 500 right now. JWW update, 58 away. Again, so Snowball's math of the percentages of the analytics of the numbers of the people and the watching and then the percentages that do these things. We're up to 500 people, by the way, in the room right now. So the numbers are only increasing. Yes, but go ahead, Johnny. I was going to say I didn't mean to cut you off, but that would be I don't know why would anyone say that. If I didn't mean to cut you off, why would I? So, like, anyone that does cut off is completely intentional when that is said. But anywho, first and foremost, please.
Yeah, I just, there's just so much stuff that goes on past the content of all New York Jets stuff, right? Like everyday life. This is such an escape for a lot of people because they're going through so much on an everyday base. And just to have a simple, hey, man, how are you doing? Or, hey, are you okay? Or just say, hey, man, just thinking about you, dude. Like, are you okay? Like, are you good?
Yeah,
means a lot. And I am somebody that somebody that really does that. And I believe that. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an insight and why this really got pushed for me.
Okay.
I lost somebody that was very close to me. And I feel like I battled for a very long time that maybe I could have been the phone call that could have potentially helped. Okay. And I don't think we do that enough for our people, right? Like, I don't think we do that enough for us. Cause I mean, look, I'm old school, bro. Like, I don't believe in the whole, talking about your feelings and doing this stuff and all that. Man, that narrative got to get cut, bro. Like, it's all right. It's okay not to be okay, man. And there's so many people going through so much stuff. You don't know just a simple, hey, man, you see what them dumbass New York Jets just did and picked up this player and everything could potentially do for a person that'll give them that extra oomph to keep going and keep moving forward. So again, Phil, I appreciate you, man. But look, you're a great person. And Snowball, like I don't give Snowball enough credit. Dude, there is no Jets Worldwide without Snowball. Snowball is the mastermind behind everything, dude. I'm just a cat that doesn't even know how to hit Control Alt Delete. Okay, and he does. So and not just YouTube, BG, like what you do for us and stuff like that, but to the other guys that are out there that have been rocking with us from the very jump. Jake, Nick. I mean, Chef was the first guy that wanted to sponsor Jets Worldwide, Cloverleaf Tavern, and everything. Go check them out in Caldwell, New Jersey. It's something that this in itself, right? Our guy Macho, E Boogie, right? Infrared. I haven't forgotten about you, E. You already know what time it is. I got Blitz BK, man. You know,
Sure.
all these guys that are there that have been rocking with us from the jump. You know, Addison. Like Addison was when we started the match game. He was like the first champion of the actual show itself, and he's still rocking with us. So like everybody that always got on the panel, Dano, big Danger Zone, you know, been doing stuff with us as well. So again, I say this stuff, you know, I'm not trying to get here emotional. It is Sunday, you know. I just when I have this on, I feel like I have to say it, you know. Just God bless to everybody, man. Keep doing it. And BG, this is a family thing, dude. And you, I mean, I broke bread with your family too, right? Like
You did.
we've done these
Yes.
stuff, like
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, let's go back to Marcus Mariota, guy, because
Okay.
you know.
Well, here's this. I just want to give a shout out here because Brooklyn Cortez, NYC sports fan, says BG and JWW, they're the cream of the crop, the tippy top of the New York Jet shows, and you're damn right we are. You're damn right we are. Your calibration is correct, sir. Yes. So let's get that in. The cream of the crop. I like.
Oh
that. Yeah. You know. The Slim Jim, little Slim Jim action. All right, let's go to the phone lines. This is one of the favorites in the Maniac Madness. It's Kyle Clifton here on the program.
Super One.
Gentlemen, good morning.
Good
morning.
Sir.
Good morning. Top of the morning,
Mr. Clifton.
So I wanted to take it back for a second to Matt Dillon and his. I think that Dallas is his second most famous role. His first most being Pat Healy in Something About Mary. Aren't they the San Francisco treat? They're changing their image. The best.
Yeah.
Brett Favre.
Yeah. There you go, baby.
So I'm with Johnny Boy on the fact that Mariota was probably my favorite. And
as the QB1 or just like in the room?
In the room, but like in a competition, like we're gonna draft a guy.
Yeah,
we'll trade a guy. Maybe we re-sign Tyrod. Like, we have to be honest about what the season's going to be. Like, we want to be able to improve and be competitive, but we don't expect to win, right? And whoever we bring in is going to be a placeholder. So that means that a guy like Carr does not make any sense for us because you're going to have to give up draft capital and then you're going to have to pay his contract. And I saw somebody else in the chat was like Purdy, and that is prohibitive if you take a look at his contract.
Sure.
So, you know,
I think, real quick though on Carr, I think it's going to cost like a 7th round pick. I think the Saints are totally cool because people forget, but Carr did the Saints a solid too. He could have just had the surgery, which was recommended, and he would have just paid $30 million basically to sit and do nothing and be out for the year. But he didn't want to just take the Saints' money. So they worked it out. They let him keep a signing bonus, said, well, we'll save all this money, and then you retire. And God bless, and it works out for everybody. So I think the compensation would be like a 7th round pick, just transactional to move him. But I think the contract would have to be completely reworked. I mean, and I think Carr probably knows that, and so do the teams.
And I anticipate that would be the case too. But, you know, there's reports out there, and I saw a thumbnail, I think it was from O'Leary, that the Jets don't have any interest. And
yes, right.
He's not really on the schedule, you know, like to have a guy that is, you know, probably on his last legs anyway, that you're just going to probably move on for after this year. I mean, I understand it's an audition year for most anyone we would bring in.
Right.
But that's why the only guy that it makes sense to throw any money at in a front loaded contract is Willis. That's the only guy. But you know, it would have to be extremely front loaded, extremely guaranteed. Mm-hmm. That's the only way you would catch his attention, right? So to me, you have to go get 3 or 4 starters in free agency. And the great part about having a team that's this bad is that you can just cherry pick the value from safety, from linebacker, from guard. Mm-hmm. From edge even, right? Because we're going to need 3 edges. Mm-hmm. That's where you can just do your shopping, see what makes sense for the team. based on what you have with your other contracts and structure it in a way that makes sense. I have full faith in Muji to be able to do so. I don't have any faith in the head coach to kind of, enact his plan, or kind of realize the potential of some of the good players that we could bring in. It's just unfortunate. But usually head coaches do get 2 years. I'll be rooting for them, but I'm trying to be practical about our immediate future with Aaron Glenn.
Hey, Kyle, real quick before you go, I'll try to start. I should have asked this earlier to everyone that's called in so far, but free agency prediction. Tomorrow's legal tampering period day. Wednesday is free agency officially kicking off. Do you have a prediction you either feel good about or you just want to make sure the Kyle Clifton name is attached to it, that you're going to throw your javelin down of who you think the Jets are going to sign this week?
I hope I don't have that kind of ego where I have to claim victory over these free agent signings, but I kind of like the idea of bringing in the chief safety, and his name is
Brian Cook.
Brian Cook.
Okay.
But this I like Chanel. I like a couple of guys. Let's see. Let's shop around. Let's take down the value. It should be like the draft. You see value. You take the value down, and then you fill these holes because there are so many holes to fill. Thanks, guys.
Okay. Well, Kyle Clifton, good luck at Asmaniac Madness, my friend.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Kyle, real quick, before you go, I would like to say that I appreciate you, that you've been one of the few that's always constantly talked about free agency before the draft. And I appreciate you saying that, because it's something that's not talked about enough. Everybody is just enamored with the draft. No, we have free agency first. You fix a lot of the holes there. I think that's what's going to detail your actual draft, and the board, you'll start being able to see it. So that's why if we get a lot of these guys or whatever, dude, a Sonny Styles, a Caleb Downs, an Arvell Reese, it's a conversation that you have. A Ruben Bain. People are just throwing Ruben Bain right now out of the window because they're like, oh, his little hands or whatever. But don't act like the talent's not there. And this guy is not somebody. I'm somebody that really tends to watch the mannerisms of people, right? And when he was up there, no shape up, did not care how he looked, and he says, I'm here to play football. Oh, why do you think you would be a good fit? Because I'm a monster. Okay, this was this guy's words. I'm a monster. I'm like, yo, sign this guy. I'm with it.
So Snowball, do you think Bain is still a fit for us in the 3-4? To me, I think that he's going to be a solid guy if he gets past us.
No, I think so too.
But the thing is that there's talent, and him saying that he's a monster, and the deal that how he played last season, is he still in the cards for us? Of course, he's still in the cards for us, because you have Aaron Glenn, who's the defensive guy, and he's going to take a look at him, but. The shortcoming is the physical traits of people at his position, and being that he is, like a little Tyrannosaurus-y with the arms in relation to the other people at his position. It comes at a disadvantage. If you speak to the people who, evaluate these position players, and they say that an inch is a difference or whatever, right? And it is true. You're starting from a different position. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage being in that position. So is he still in the cards? Of course he's still in the cards. But if you ask me, and I like to think outside the box every once in a while, number 2 for the Jets, and again, kill me if you want, but Sonny Styles is the guy, man. Like, that's my choice,
I'm with you. And to me, when I talk about Bain, I kind of see a JJ clone, and that's a guy we just traded away. That's my only point there. I appreciate your time, guys.
There he is, Kyle Clifton, joining us here on the program. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kyle Clifton. Yes, sir.
BG, and to kind of like what we were just talking about, the free agency.
Sure.
If you ever get a chance, I know you checked it out, but anybody, go on to JetsWorldWide and check out our last episode that we had 2 weeks ago on the episode of Free Agency Influence Mock Draft. Now, I know I'm not a mock draft guy, okay? I'll be honest, very straightforward. But you can see we literally broke down the cap, okay, including what we would have to pay, the draft capital that we would have, I think, which was like 14 or 15 mil, okay?
All right.
Whatever we had left over, we started diving into free agency and the players of need.
Okay.
That made our draft look completely different.
Of course.
I do not see anybody out there. I was not happy with the I was not happy at all on the draft people that we ended up picking, right? But we ended up getting like a B+ for it because it put in.
Are you used to that sort of grade in school or no?
Look, I used to get C+ and D's, and I was great with that because
Sure.
I was somebody that my teachers were like, hey, don't show up to class, all right, and we'll give you a C or a B, and you'll be good to go. So that's tells you anything. But yeah, check it out. I think it's cool. I think it's fun. And yeah, so
just appreciate that. All right. There we go. Jets Worldwide. Let's get some more love in here. Again, 500 plus people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. That is the free way to contribute, folks. Again, 120 of those 500 are watching right now on YouTube. Make sure you do that. For people that don't understand, if you're not in the YouTube game, maybe you wouldn't. YouTube feed, the algorithm is fed. The more likes on a video, they can very clearly identify this as New York Jets content. They shove that in front of other New York Jet fans out in the audience that are not currently subscribed or interacting with the channel. It's suggested content. So make sure you guys do that. That helps get this Jet Show in front of others. I love people that send in super chats and memberships. So we've had plenty of that on the show today. Thank you for people that are doing that. And we're about to get to a caller that has gifted in a beautifully financially way, which keeps the lights on here. But the freeway is in that way, and that's how everyone can contribute if you enjoyed the show. All right, let's go to the fluffer himself. It's Easy here on the show. Easy.
The honey badger. The honey badger.
Yeah, the honey badger, huh?
I
thought that was funny as shit, man.
It was funny as shit. You know,
you seemed offended by it. I thought it was just
offended.
Being a goof, you know?
No.
Hey, enjoy the $1.37 that you got from it. You know what I mean?
No, that is funny. Easy. There may not be anyone funnier in our Boy Green Coffee Club universe than you. And as someone asked it the other day, they said, "What's it going to be like meeting Easy whenever that happens?" And I'm like, I don't even know. I don't know.
It's going to be fun.
That is going to be once in a lifetime. That's for sure.
People have told me I should do stand up, but I just don't have the cojones for it, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah. That's
hey. I just had to change the 9-volt in my guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's get. Oh, wow. Let's get a gander of this sexy beast.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. Look at that thing. Look at the custom cut on that. That is.
Give me a good riff real fast.
I'd have to plug it in. I just put the 9-volt in the back in there in that little compartment.
Okay.
And then I just started waxing it a little bit.
Okay.
And I got some lemon oil for the neck.
Oh,
you spray it on the neck.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do that right now.
Some lemon oil on my neck.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, I'll give you a joke. Cop comes up to the car, and this girl was servicing this guy in the oral way, and the cop goes, "Hey." So the cop goes to the couple. He goes, "Hey, what the hell are you two doing?" And the girl says, "Well, we're just necking off us." And he goes, "Well, tell your boyfriend to put his neck back in his pants and get the fuck out of here."
Jesus. Oh my God! Wow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. R-rated or me. So, one of these days, you're gonna let Tatiana watch this shit live, and she's gonna rip your face out.
Hopefully,
I'll be right back. I'm right here.
Yep.
Oh my God. Anyway, no, if you want me to play something, I will, but I'd rather not right now. I'm just cleaning it. The neck is filthy. I mean, the top of the neck is all covered with dust.
Can you just so if you play something just like right now, I understand it's not plugged in. Do we hear anything when you?
Probably not. Hold on a second.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Because this is what Snowball you've been asking for in the Espresso Club, so now we might get it here in the Coffee Club. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
Just remember, I'm a singer. I play guitar, but I'm not really a guitar player.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll
Does
keep
he
that
play
in mind.
guitar?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Always plug it in.
Oh, here we go. All
Nice.
right.
Oh, this is a Boy Green Daily exclusive.
I can't wait. Oh yeah, let's frickin' go. Let's rock on,
Hold
brother.
Hold on a second.
Okay, that's okay. We can't rush perfection. Oh, that puppy is purring.
Nice.
That's out of tune. It might be easier if I just plug in the other one.
Okay, yeah. Let's just get the other one.
I was already.
Yeah, that way.
No, that
sweet.
Yeah, this is
Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, look at that body.
this is a Hamer.
Oh,
It's the same guitar that Glenn Tipped, not the exact same, but the same guitar Glenn Tipton played in Judas Priest. Oh man.
everybody get your cigarette lighters out.
Yeah, nice.
Show me your cigarette lighters.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I'm not really good. I can play, but
that was cool to me, man. That was sweet.
No, but no, I couldn't go on stage with my limited shit. You kidding me? I'm not really good. I tell people I'm not good. I cannot play guitar on stage. I can play guitar to write songs, to just bullshit around.
Hey, people are
like
asking, can they pay money for a request? You know.
Well, I mean. I was trying to do my Spirit of Radio. I haven't played that in like fucking forever. So
do you got like I don't know, like either a guitar solo, like a quick riff you can do? Like, do you have something that you like that you just know like the back of your hand? No. What's that one?
Maybe. I used to play a lot of Rush. A lot of Rush.
All right.
So airwaves crackle with like
yes.
A lot of people play this wrong. That's got to do that hammer. God, I'm so fucking rusty. But if it's a riff I used to play.
Yeah. Give me something. Give me a little something.
It's a Boy Green Daily exclusive. Oh, where are the drums? The drums need to kick in. I'm
Okay, one last. Do you have any Brett Michael? Huh? Nothing but a good time, a little. You know,
that was close to it. That was sort of
that was.
reminiscent
That's
of
what
it.
I'm saying. Or talk dirty to me or something. You got one of those? Huh?
How about some? This is for Ace.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it for Ace.
Oh, kiss, baby. Love it.
That's Shock Me.
Yeah, I like that one. Ooh, that was good. Okay.
See, he's great. He was creative because he didn't just play a G chord. He didn't go. He didn't do that. He took the E string and he pulled it down. That's how he got his sound.
Johnny likes to pull G strings down too.
Can you play some Biggie Smalls for me?
Huh?
Can you play some Biggie Smalls for me, real quick?
Who doesn't like to pull a G string down?
Oh, I love G strings.
What about?
Dude, I am not a good guitar player. I can play some stuff. I tamper, but I'm not what you'd call a guitarist. I mean, no.
I don't know.
If I would,
you're being modest.
See, I'm just like fucking around with it. I used to know parts of this verse song. A little bit of Villa Strangiato by Rush. That's
nice.
That let me put this down.
Wow.
Anyway. Oh, that was fun.
All right,
that
here we
fun.
go. Which, by the way, this is for EZ. Please, EZ. That was awesome. Thanks, EZ, for letting me in, man.
Golf clap.
Are you in a freestanding house, or do you have like attached neighbors?
Am I what?
Are you in a freestanding house? Like, do you have a yard, or are you attached to neighbors, like condo?
No, I live in I live in a duplex, but it's not like one of those long ones that goes front to back and it has two sides. This one's a long width, and then I'm in the right side of the house, and my buddy Corey lives in the left side of the house, and then we have this big storage room in the middle. So here's my place.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
There's my
MTV
kitchen.
Cribs. Let's go.
What, like,
all right, kitchen. All right.
My hallway, my bedroom's over there, the bathroom's over there.
Nice. So
And
cool.
there's my living room.
Oh my god.
I think I just
there we go. Oh, there we go. Amp. All right, guitar. Another guitar. Nice.
Oh, that's pretty nice, bro.
Yeah, it's a nice place. All right. Yeah.
Very
Nice,
cool.
nice lamp. Yeah. Very
Corey's
nice.
awake, by the way.
Okay.
Is that where all the magic happens?
This is the storage room right now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I got my these are the this is the interior for my Corvette. My door
Oh, wow.
panels.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I custom made these carbon fiber inserts that are going to go here.
Oh, cool.
You know,
Ooh, nice.
and
Yeah.
those are my Pirelli tires that I'm going to put in.
Okay.
And So I got to clean out this room because
yeah, sure.
So we have some place to rehearse because
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Two of the guitar players in the band quit. One quit because he was MAGA, and I just teased him about Trump starting the war and gas prices going up, and the guy flipped out on me, started calling me a libtard and all sorts of stuff. Said he wanted to kick my ass. I was like, dude, you wouldn't even tune down and practice to make me sing the song better, so fuck you.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it.
I mean, the guy wouldn't even tune down from E to E flat on this guitar. He tells me take singing lessons. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Wow, nice. What a jerk. Well, screw that.
I said besides that, what song was it? Over the Mountains played in E flat. It's not even played in E.
Yeah.
And everybody was tuned to E, and I was still getting it in standard E tuning. But it was, it's a stretch. I'm 65 now. I can't hit those notes like when I was in my 20s.
Who plays
You could fool me easy. You could fool me, pal.
Nah, it's all right. But the practice went good, but then he's such an idiot. And then he quit, and then the other guitar player, because he's got kids and stuff, he was like, oh, I don't want all this stress, so he quit too. So now I got to find out.
Right.
It happens. Putting a band together is like herding cats.
I've never herded cats before, but I heard it's difficult. Yes.
It's impossible. It's just fucking random idiots running around. Plus, musicians, we're all crazy. So
easy. You know what they say, right?
What?
More money, more problems.
Well, if it was that easy, everybody would do it. Remember?
That's 100%. That's another saying I've heard.
I don't chase them. I replace them.
It wasn't built in. When in Rome. Yeah.
I told the bass player, why don't you try calling the other guitar player, see if you can talk him into coming back. He goes, I ain't chasing anybody. They don't want to be here. Fuck them. I was like, you're right.
That's the spirit. Which we're happy you want to be here, Easy, because we just got a nice musical performance. So I appreciate you.
I feel more like I embarrassed myself, but I kept telling everybody,
no, not at all.
I am not a good guitar player. I bet you if I had 6 months to practice, I could get decent again, but I'm never going to be good enough for on stage. However, I got the pipe.
Johnny Boy, that was cool. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I'm glad that you get to. Hey, I can't play crap. I love other people that can play instruments. That takes a lot of talent to do that. So thanks for letting us have some of that on the show here, man.
Anyway, let's get back to football just for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to leave room for somebody else because it's it's almost 10 o'clock. So
Jesus,
yeah. So I don't want to take up everybody's time, although I could. As far as my quarterback room, I don't know if I want Carson Wentz. I understand why Frank might want him because he's got that familiarity.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to also ask yourself, does the guy still have the skills?
Yeah,
he does not have it.
I see. I don't know if he still has the skill set to continue it at an NFL level.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Marcus Mariota, if you give him time, well, I was going to say he fits into what they were trying to do, but that was last year with the other OC, and now we have Frank Reich. So I don't know if Frank wants a running quarterback. I don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my feeling on that. Maybe Mariota would be good because he can stand in the pocket and throw, and he does have mobility. So and he's not too old either. I mean, he's older now, but I still remember when he got drafted.
Yeah.
The other thing is, do you take a flyer on Geno?
I would,
just for shits and giggles, because
sure.
I mean he's proven that if he's in a good situation, he can win. I mean, he was in a terrible situation with the Raiders, I believe.
Yeah. God awful.
That was just a hodgepodge. They tried to throw a bunch of superstars together at the very end, and that doesn't work. It never works. You have to have team. You want the sum of the players to be more than the individual parts, and the Raiders were trying to do it with the individual parts being better than the sum of the players. And they got Devontae and all that other stuff, and it just didn't quite work.
Yeah.
But I think in a situation with a fresh start, he might want to come back. He may not want to come back. I don't know. But it's a whole new regime. So anything could happen.
Do we find out? We'll start with you, EC. Do we find out who the quarterback is this week? Do you think? Yes or no?
I think if they want their guy, this is the week they should go and get him rather than let somebody else get the guy they want. If you want a guy, right, you don't want sloppy seconds. If you want your guy, you've got to go get your guy. Because, and I agree with what Johnny Boy was saying, the draft is contingent upon free agency, not the other way around.
100%.
How can you even have a mock draft if you don't know what your free agent team is set? You know,
I'm not sure, but we've been doing it for 2 months. So
but it's all right now. Every mock draft is complete bupkis because we don't even know what holes we need to fill. That's why you never hear me really talking about the draft until the free agency comes in. And then there's one other nice little gem that we have at the end of the draft. Since we're the second overall pick, we get like second shot at every guy on the waiver wire.
Hell yeah.
We've got second pull at that. Raiders got the first shot. We got the second shot.
And that goes all the way through the first 5 weeks of the season.
Yes, so the whole thing.
Yeah.
We are the second waiver draft. We can grab we've got the second shot at grabbing anybody who's put on waivers. If we want him and we think he's better than what we got, we take him in and throw out the other guy. It's called tweaking. You continue to tweak and tweak and tweak, and then hopefully next year with those 3 first-round picks, it's better. Unfortunately for the Jets, this would probably be the best season to tank with the 27 draft coming up. But the situation the coaches are in, they dare not. So it's kind of like, we made our bed, now we have to lie in it. Now we have to try to win, which I'm all for. I mean, I love winning until we're like 0-7, 0-10, and then I'm like, okay, you're out of the playoffs, tank time. But Glenn has to win, and Glenn has to show marked improvement. Like if we lose like 5 games that we're supposed to win by 3 points or less, like because the other team got last licks and was able to drive down with like 1:13 left, and they win. God bless them, they beat us. But as long as we win close, I don't want to see another stretch of 5 games losing by 30 points.
Definitely.
That's just not. That's just not. No, it can't happen.
No.
All right, guys, you got 3 minutes before 10 o'clock. Go get somebody else. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks, EZ. Wow. Salute to EZ.
Please put Taylor Sterling's comment up.
Yeah, there you go. Taylor Sterling says, pulling down G-strings and tweaking today on Boy Green Daily. Well, I do need to get, we used to have this on the radio show I used to do with Jim Lurch. I see he's in the chat. We did this for a very brief period of time. So our show used to be 2 hours. Well, it used to be longer, actually, way back in the day. But most recently, before we went digital, it was a 2-hour radio show. And there was so much crazy shit that would happen in hour number 1 that sometimes we'd have an intern listening throughout the first hour out in the cubicle. And then if he heard crazy shit, he would edit it and say, in case you missed it in hour number 1. And then think about what would happen on Boy Green Daily if we had someone working on behind the scenes of playing things that just happened. I'm like, well. And like someone said, I came here for Jets for Injury Talk. Get the fuck out. We're playing some random music, you bastard. So, man, this is, I will say in all seriousness, and hey, I saw the chat rocking out. I cannot play an instrument for my life unless you count a recorder when I was in 5th grade. So I can't play bupkis. So easy letting it rip. I'm a huge classic rock fan, man. Hey, massive salute. And I know Easy kept sort of down talking himself like, I haven't played in a while. I'm terrible. I'm this. I don't know about whatever that noise was. I'll just tell you this. People that are willing to put themselves out there, that's a very small part of the population that's willing to do that, man. So Easy, massive respect for that. That's super cool, man. So thanks for rocking. That was sweet. That was pretty sweet. All right, let's get back to the phone lines here. A bunch of phone calls. So we'll try to take a few more before we wrap up this puppy. Up next is Lou B, Super Jets fan.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up? Loud and clear.
All right, guys.
Ruby.
So, good morning, my friends. Number one, I wanted to say, I hope all three of you, we've communicated about the draft. I hope you guys are coming, doing a draft party with Jake on Thursday morning. I hope.
Oh, you and Jake are doing it together. I didn't know that.
Yes, we're doing it at McFadden's. I planned it out, and
cool.
It's going to be great. It's stone throw away from the draft. So you could come to the event at 12 o'clock, and then at 3 o'clock, we're going to head straight to the draft because you got to get on. You got to get online. Johnny boy, I hope you book your room, you and Snowball and BG. I hope you guys are coming, honestly.
So is this just a Thursday thing? You guys being there for a bunch of days? What's the plan?
So Wednesday, I'm doing an event with Paulie D, DJing at McFadden's.
Paulie D?
Yeah, the DJ.
Oh, okay.
You know what I do
I
for
love
a living,
Jersey Shore.
Yeah. And then Thursday at 12 o'clock, we'll start, and Jake's going to go live from the McFadden's. And like I said, it's right down the block from the draft. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to head over. The earlier you get there at the draft, the better position that you have, obviously. But it's like 500 to 700,000 people is the estimated amount of people that go to a draft. It's crazy. Yeah. So I really hope to see everybody.
You're gonna get me, man. I need to meet Paulie D. That sounds like the coolest thing since last
on Wednesday night,
PTL, baby.
And you do, period.
Okay, wow.
That's
all right, awesome.
Jeff fans' priority always. So,
damn.
guys, I wanted to talk to you about something. So I've done so many PFF simulators. I'm like in it. I've done probably 90 for the Jets, right?
Okay.
And then the other day, when the Max Crosby trade went off, and BG, I saw your short about like, oh my God, the Raiders have all this stuff. And then it really started to hit me. Okay, right. So free agency is coming this week.
Yep.
If the Raiders sign a serious quarterback this week, you have to think about what they're going to do at 1, right? And everyone's like, oh, no problem. They're taking Mendoza. Not one mock draft anyone has done have they not taken Mendoza.
Right.
But the Max Crosby trade, I believe, brings them closer to trading out. And let me tell you what my theory is. Right. Snowball question. What player in the draft would replace a Max Crosby style the most?
In the draft?
Yes.
What you think, like a Bailey?
So you think Bailey?
Bailey, maybe?
Okay, so let's say Bailey would replace Max Crosby the best. If the Raiders trade out to the Jets, they get 2, 14, 16, and they have 36. And then next year they would ask for the Jets' best lowest pick, which there's 4 teams next year. That means, right? There's 4 teams next year. We have 4 draft picks next year. Not 3. We have 4, meaning in best order, because it's worst of Green Bay or Cowboys, right?
Correct.
So you have 4 teams running for that. So the Raiders would simply say, what we need to do is we need to get your best pick of next year, meaning the lowest. So you have 4 teams in the running. I believe the Raiders would always want Manning more than they would want Mendoza. I believe that. I think the Brady and the Mannings are pretty close and know that it would be incredible for Manning to go to the Raiders. So what I'm saying is at 2, they take their replacement for Max Crosby. At 14, they can take the lineman that they need. His name is
Vega.
One of those great linemen.
Yeah.
At 16, they can come and take, do they like Ty Simpson or maybe not? Maybe they don't go that way at all, like the situation that we're doing. And then they have 36. So what I'm saying, and then they have next year, they have pick 1. So if you really look at this, because then I switched to doing drafts for the Raiders, and I'm saying, man, it makes all the sense in the world for them to come out of this Mendoza pick. Like, I didn't think they would.
Quick question. So you said that the Raiders would prefer Manning over Mendoza, you believe?
Probably.
Shouldn't we prefer Manning over Mendoza?
Okay, but that's another story, whether the Mannings want to come here or not. So we don't know if Manning can pull some. We do not know if he will come to the Jets. Like, we have theories, yes. But putting all that aside, so what you're saying is that we wouldn't do that trade.
So you're telling me it would be 2, 16, and our best first next year would be the price
to get Mendoza, at least.
I love Mendoza, but
so I'm not. But BG, what I'm saying here is I'm not saying that this is what we should do, what they should do. What I'm saying is that the Max Crosby trade, I think,
it's possible,
closer to happening. And
Okay.
also, this theory could sound very stupid until tomorrow, right? And the next day, because if the Raiders go and get a serious quarterback, right?
Yeah.
They could think very differently about this, right? They do have a lot of picks, and just not, just being objective about it, I do think that the Max Crosby trade brings it closer, not further.
I agree.
Because there is a lot of options for it.
Yeah.
And if they do sign a big quarterback this week, you got to start to think that this trade can possibly happen.
Okay.
Thoughts, gentlemen, thoughts.
So Luby, so I did actually have this conversation the other night, because with the Max Crosby situation and the trade, my thoughts on it was a little bit more different. I was thinking that they're going to pick up a Kyler Murray, right? It's only going to cost you 1 point something there. I would say that they would probably make Reese number 1 overall. And then with that 12th pick, right, they could say maybe they like Ty Simpson that much that they'd rather get Ty Simpson.
But Johnny boy, why wouldn't they trade us out and they get the value?
That doesn't make sense. Just to even if the Raiders come to the conclusion, they get to Luby's point, right? They trade away Max Crosby. You're like, you know what? We could hold the Jets. We don't need to go Fernando. If the Raiders come to that conclusion, they would be stupid to take anyone not named Mendoza 1. Hold the Jets hostage and any other team that's desperate for a quarterback.
They're going to get paid for it. They'll never pick our
100%. Yeah.
They'll pick
only in a
2.
trade. Yeah, right.
Right. So Johnny boy, they can get paid. So what I'm saying is, right now, if you look at the Raiders, we've all been thinking Jets. Yeah. But after free agency, and you look at the Raiders, it might be way smarter for them not to go with Mendoza. Yeah, he's a great quarterback and could be generational, but think about their team. You replace Max Crosby with an Arvell or a Bain or Bailey, right? Then you have the lineman that they want, that they pick at 14. You could get incredible linemen at 14. And then at 16, do they say, hey, we like Ty? Well, we don't even like Ty. We don't even need him right now. We're going to go take Aller with pick 36, let's just say, or Ty at 36. What I'm saying is that with the Max Crosby trade that has happened, it has changed their draft board. Incredible. That's all I'm saying. It has changed the game. And to just say that it hasn't, I think is not true. That's just my theory. And I thought the Mendoza dream was over, but I do believe it's more likely. That is just what I think at this point. So
Luby, but I'm gonna go and hit you with this. Where what do they do? Because BG said a little bit earlier, they have a lot more money than we do.
Yeah, they spend it on a quarterback right now.
So, but yeah,
there was a free agency show yesterday I was watching, and they had the Raiders. The Jets were in one predicted free agency thing, and they had the Raiders in 5 different positions to pick up. So I was like, wait a second, I didn't realize they had so much money because I really didn't look at that. But they can go and pay they could take Malik. They can, they might be getting Kirk Cousins there. Maybe Brady and Kirk are friends over the course of time. Maybe they don't take this huge chance to fix their team. I don't know. And maybe the rumor of Brady liking Ty Simpson is true. I don't know. But what I'm saying is you can't not think, and it's just my opinion, that the Max Crosby trade did not bring them closer to needing an Arvell Reese and going and paying a quarterback.
I mean,
am I nuts, Snowball?
No, I don't think so.
You're not nuts, but can they just replace? Well, everyone has to. In your line of business, you have to be nuts. But
that's right.
What I'm saying is that why don't the Raiders just replace Crosby through free agency?
Okay, but I'm not saying that they have to replace him there. What I'm saying is that a lot of picks, right? They're going to get 2, 16, our best pick next year. God only knows what that means. That could mean anybody. We don't know who's going to fly next year, but they have 4 chances to get, I'm sorry, they don't have 4. They have 5 chances to get the best draft pick next year. Okay. They have their own pick and they have our four horses. So these guys are in play next year to get a really good quarterback, whether it's Manning, whether it's whoever they deem.
I'm just thinking. I say this to my kids sometimes at school. I'm like, reality is reality is better than potentiality, right? Like what's in front of you is what's there. So Mendoza being who he is, and the Raiders needing a quarterback, and Tom Brady and the relationship. And
they need a lot
stuff.
more than that, though.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that. But you know what? We again going to harken back to last year at this time. We were like, quarterback class of the future, 2026, and then it went and it fell to crap. Who's to say? And I know the chances are very slim that happens again. But you know what? Stranger things have happened. So the quarterback class for next year could also shit the bed. Reality is what reality is, and potentiality is just potential. So I'm not disagreeing with you. Like I like the idea, right? And it's fully like it could happen, but I think the Raiders being the crap team that they are, like we're the crap team that we are. They want.
Are they ready for a quarter? Are they ready to throw Mendoza in week 5? Are they ready?
Hell yeah, they'll do it. They
need a good line, obviously, because if not, they could be risking the whole thing. But once again, we don't know how they address free agency. So I think this week, if we see a big quarterback there, this whole conversation may get real, really fast. And I'm not saying it could I'm just saying that for me, going back to the PFF and seeing, oh shit, these guys would be, this is a really good move if they do trade out as well. It's a great move to have Mendoza. But with this amount of picks, and 5 people racing for you next year to the bottom, it's a possibility.
Guys, hey, StreamYard, clip that.
Guys, think about it. Pauly D, Fernando Mendoza, number 1. You're cooking, Luby. You're cooking.
Fernando may come to us afterwards. I heard a few guys may come to us after the draft because we're right there. So we reach out to all their camps.
All right.
So hopefully he walks in with a Jets hat on him.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool?
Listen, I know the dream of Fernando is very slim, but I think this week could change some of those odds. That's all. You guys have a great day. Love you all. Hope to see you all at the draft. And my quarterback that I believe that they should get is Mac Jones. I think they should go for Mac Jones right now, or Jacoby Brissett right now, immediately. That he definitely would give us the best chance to compete next year. I think, my opinion once again, but why not pay for him right now? Why not just give next year's second and this year's fourth, something like that? Go get a good quarterback. If we walk into this year with Carson Wentz or Geno Smith, I am going to be sick. I'm going to be physically ill. You guys are going to have to send me Pepto-Bismol because I cannot handle that.
No love for Mariota?
Such a thing.
Yeah,
Mariota, look, he's a good quarterback. We need a good quarterback. If Frank Reich came here to say we should get Geno Smith, then I have lost all confidence in him. What he needs to be there and say, we're going to go get a good quarterback, and this is the quarterback I want to draft. Don't do that to us. And if they do this to us, they are risking their own jobs. They all need to understand. You take a shitty quarterback, you're risking everybody's job in this locker room as far as the coaching staff. Everybody could be gone, even you, Muji, who I think is the best.
Luby,
Gino, got to be real careful.
Gino better than what we have in the camp right now of the quarterback room?
Our
quarterback room right now.
Right now?
That's a loaded
thrown
question.
In the ocean.
Yeah, that
weights
is.
with cinder blocks tied to their legs. Okay, Justin Fields. I saw Justin Fields post something about that he wants to go on a spiritual mission and all this stuff.
Oh.
You could have told us that last year before thousands of these fans worked their asses off to spend their money to go to these games. Now you just say you want to go on a spiritual mission. You could do that. God bless you. But you could have told us this before you came to the New York Jets.
That is, I suppose so. Well, Luby, let's dust this off for you. I can't. Damn it, Loopy. You can't do this to me.
Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Damn it! I'm back in on Fernando Mendoza.
BG,
I haven't played that video in months, and I was going to rehab. I was going every week. I'm like, no, it's cool. Other quarterbacks are fine. And then now this, I'm like, Fernando Mendoza. They're like, damn it, give him the shot again. And then they're bringing me back into the padded room. Damn it, Loopy. I've done so much progress, and all destroyed with your
BG,
logical takes and insights. Yeah.
Do you think that's a lot, though, we would be giving up?
Of course. 216 in my best first, I wouldn't want to do that. And I want to say this, and I mean this. This isn't just bullshit talk. I love Fernando Mendoza. I fell in love with him in the middle of last season. And just, I was like, man, this guy has a toughness. There's a tenacity. Even in games that I know it looks perfect on the surface, right? Perfect season, undefeated, national championship. There is all that. But if people watch the games throughout the season, there's just moments where like he would be having a shitty game or just an unremarkable game. And then just at the end, he goes into the locker room or huddle rather. And he just looks at the guys and says, you motherfuckers, we're going to do this thing. And no matter what their points they were down or anything, he just seemed to pull out the play when it was required most. So there is just this special quality to him that I am infatuated with. And again, so like this is not just me bullshit. Oh yeah, I love this guy. I absolutely love Fernando. But 216 and next year's best first is like, oh, it's just such an unbelievable. I'm not blaming the Raiders for asking the moon and the stars. If I was the Raiders and I thought about moving out, I would charge the other people the moon and the stars. So I don't blame the Raiders for doing this, but I'm just saying if the Raiders seriously put that on the table and said, here's what we want. We're going to swap with you. So you pick one, we pick two. We are taking 16 from you. So that's your second first round pick. And we're getting your best first round pick. 3 first round picks is what it costs. I would just on one hand, okay, if that happened, the Jets obviously have the number 1 overall pick, but it'd still have 33 and they'd still have 44. So wow, okay, you still have 3 picks inside the top 44. That's pretty good. Then next year, if they took your best one, you still have 2 number 1s and a second. So it's still technically more than a normal team would have. So as painful and as blood of a price it is to pay, in theory, if you believe he's the quarterback, that should be a price you're willing to pay because you say, hey, this is the guy. But the Jets have to believe unequivocally he's the guy. And their scouting department has to do great work because it's not just about right now. It's about 2027. Fans don't want to hear that. But 2027, you have to make sure that, and it's tough. I'm not saying it's easy, but to project what you believe this class is going to be before an entire college football season is going to be played is hard. That's why they get paid a lot of money. You can't be wrong. You can't be wrong on Fernando being the guy or not being the guy. And you can't be wrong in your projection of what next year class is going to be. Because if you're wrong and Fernando's bad and next year class is historic and you had the chance to flip it, because like if they do this crazy thing for Fernando, this is an obvious thing to say, but just obviously, you can't draft a quarterback next year. Because you're in the Fernando, so you're giving up on next year's class if you make this move right now. So it's just, I'm not saying whether I would or wouldn't, even though I lean towards I wouldn't, but I have just almost convinced myself in the middle of this that I would. Like, it's just, you just have to be right. You have to be right.
BG, so I have to say, like, the Mendoza reasoning that he is considered the best quarterback right now is because there's no other quarterbacks that are in this class that excite you.
So you think he's getting propped up because the other quarterbacks suck? You don't think he's that good?
I think he's okay. I don't think he doesn't like give me those other quarterbacks in the past that I've been like.
You didn't get so what I just described that I experienced during the middle of the season. You didn't get that
because I saw that national game, bro. That what Miami was doing to him. I saw it when he was playing in Penn State. It's gonna be completely different. I think he is a creature of his environment and what he was with, Spaghetti or Scanetti, whatever his name is. Now, don't get it twisted. I don't think he's bad. Like, I don't think he's like crap or anything. But if with that, I'd rather give all of that capital to a Joe Burrow. Like, I would do that over
I get that thought. I get that. It is crazy because you bring up a point, right? Lamar Jackson a couple years ago, non-exclusive tag. So anyone could have signed him, but they would have had to give up 2 number ones. And people, this is basically what happened on paraphrase. I'd be like, 2 first-round picks for Lamar Jackson. I don't think so. Wait a second. I could give up 3 number ones to move up for RG3? Or, I can move up for this mystery box, the mystery box that's over here behind old Snowball, right? Oh, Lamar Jackson for how many number ones? Gross. Wait, you're telling me I can move up for that mystery box? The mystery box could be anything, like Lamar Jackson. It is how teams think. It is kind of nuts to think that, but it is true. So, it's just crazy. I don't know.
You're telling me that a quarterback who won the national championship.
That's right.
With a team that was pretty much loaded with talent.
Sure.
And had probably one of the best coaches who came from where did he come from? Mendoza. Cal, right?
Fernando came from Cal. That's correct.
Right. So Cal,
Indiana. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right. But what I'm saying is and he's going to go overall number 1.
Yeah.
But last year, there was a quarterback who came from Kansas and then went to another place, Ohio State, and had a good real coach and a team loaded with players. And he went in the 5th round. So
6th round, actually.
6th round, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, similar stories, sort of. Anyway, I'm just bitter. I'm bitter. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what Snowball is saying. I'm in agreement, with it.
We got the whiteboard back. We got the whiteboard back.
More pictures.
Oh, wow. I can read this time. Okay, so let me get to this. All right. Professor Philly Doodles. All right. It's a little buffering, but what's that top right-hand corner? Oh, in session. Okay, I got it. Okay, so it looks like Sonny Styles number 2 no matter what. So I love that.
Hell yeah.
Ohio State linebacker. Okay, get a little draft day reference in there. That's beautiful. All right, Linderbaum, right? Tyler Linderbaum, all caps. He's still on Linderbaum. Baltimore Ravens center is about to be a free agent. Okay, the quarterback room with a frowny face emoji, which seems apropos. Jacoby Brissett, Marcus Mariota, underlined. Carson Wentz, number 2 overall pick. Yeah, that's that is a absolutely in the conversation. Right?
Pick 2
for that.
Pick 2.
Okay. Oh, pick 2. Yes. I got you. I see. Pick 2 of the 3.
Pick 2 of them.
Oh, Jesus. I feel like I'm playing a game of Saw here, and they're like,
Mariota
cut off
and
your arm
Brissett.
or your leg.
Easy.
Jesus. Would you say it was easy?
I would say if he's saying for me to pick 2,
yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna go Linderbaum.
No. Two. You're saying
QB.
2 of the 3. I thought
3.
the QBs. Yeah, QBs. 2 of the 3 QBs, not 2 of the things he has listed.
Oh, okay.
So Brissett, Mariota, or Wentz?
Mariota. I would go Brissett and Mariota.
I'd go Brissett and Wentz, and it's not about what I would do. I think it's what the Jets are going to do. Like Frank Reich has an attachment to Wentz, so it's not like if I picked, sure, I guess I'd pick Mariota over Wentz. I think it's going to be Brissett Wentz if it's 2 of those 3. Snowball.
I love Marcus Mariota. I like out of these guys, but Jets wise, Frank Reich is just going to bring his boys back. The band is back.
Okay.
Doesn't he have ties
the
with
boys
Brissett,
are back
though?
in town? He does. Yeah.
So Brissett and Mariota.
Yeah, but he doesn't have ties to Mariota, does he?
No.
But Musgrave does. I
guess so. All right. Anywho, let's go to the no, absolutely not. Geno Smith rejected. Mekhi Becton rejected, and not a snowball's chance in hell with a smiley winky face with dimples. Very nice dimples happening. Very nice.
Shout out to Vince McMahon. That was a Vince McMahon.
Okay.
No chance.
Sucker, that's what you got. All right, let's go. Extension for Joe Tippmann, just the tip. I'd love that for old Joey. Again, we need the hyphen in there. Again, there's a difference between resign and re-sign. That's a very key.
Well, Folk may resign.
Different. That's true, I guess. So we have Nick Folk, John Simpson, and Isaiah Williams. Again, Isaiah Williams is already under contract, so you're pretty good there. Unless you just want to extend him, you can sort of get an arrow back to Tippmann if you just want to extend him. That's totally game. But Nick Folk apparently wants to play football this year, so that's good news. John Simpson should be affordable like that. And then the DeMario Davis, Alex Anzalone combination. Here's Johnny. A little linebacker love. Okay, this is a nice marker board action here. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, good morning, dudes.
Yeah.
Good morning, man.
Where you guys go?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, I'm ready. I'm waiting. Hit me with some Benito.
I ain't
some
saying
Benito,
nothing,
bro.
I'll give you this though. since we're on Biggie references today, because Johnny's here, because of course,
you know it.
Biggie, give me one more chance for Geno Smith and Becton. No. We do
We
not
didn't
do
even get
those
the
things.
ABBA Fernando song. I mean, that's very popular. That could have been sung.
You know, that's Lou B. That was like a good, like, you know, spicy take for sure.
Sure, yeah. Muy caliente. Yes.
Listen, I'll tell you, it would benefit for me because I put Arvell Reese for like $5 and I would win $115 if they chose him at number
Really?
one. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it was a
number
random play.
one. Number one.
For number
I
one.
was like, oh, that's some good money.
Hey, Philly, I say this, man. You know, you got to stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase. Sky's the
limit. Of course, 1,000%. I mean, do you boat load and boat race and chase yourself to the number one pick here? I don't think it makes enough sense for us, but this is a weird draft, right? Like, to me, I was just looking up what draft classes this reminded me of, and their breakdown and comp of him without running the 40 and the whole combine and the underwear Olympics for Mendoza was Matt Ryan. In 2008, do you remember what happened? He could have went number one. He went third overall.
Because Jake Long, the Michigan tackle, went number one overall.
And two was an edge. So in theory, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In theory, you have a large hole now.
Yeah, that was the Vernon Golston draft for us.
Yeah,
Darren McFadden went which we took 6 overall. Darren McFadden was 4th overall in that draft.
So my thing is, like, let's say really like they saw how Reese was going and everyone's, you know, enamored with Reese. Reese goes, and then we take Mendoza. Sure, like, what does Frank Reich think of Mendoza? He's got the height, he's got the nods, he's got the gusto, he's got the huevos. Like, he could be the guy there, but he could. What is a scenario where we don't even like him and we don't even take him and he just falls out of number one? Like, that's a craziest take that we could obviously have, but that could end up happening too. Like, if you put him to next year's class, he's polished, yes, but is he more everything included than Manning, than who's that kid? The Ohio State quarterback.
Julian Sand.
Yeah, we don't know. You know, we don't know, you know, apples to oranges at that point. But I don't know. I do say, if there's anything we get done, I would hope it would be we get and it's a trade for Jacoby Brissett on Monday. That's what I'd like to hear.
Here's apparently a new rumor. We could talk about this on the show. According to ESPN NFL insider Jeremy Fowler, the Jets are interested in Buffalo Bills backup quarterback Mitchell Trubisky. Is on their list. According to Jeremy Fowler, this story just came out this morning. It is between the Tennessee Titans, the Buffalo Bills, and the New York Jets are teams on the radar here for. Yes, he is for Mitchell Trubisky as a backup. Wow.
Can you imagine that head coach search? This is like the head coach search a couple of years ago.
We could have a room of Fields and Trubisky. So two ex facto ex Bears that just come on, man. If that happens, we will have lost faith. I'll lose faith in Muji if that happens. I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there because we were talking about quarterbacks. Like, Jesus. So.
Remember the conga line of head coaches that we brought in with the 33rd team? It's the same thing with the It's the same thing with the quarterbacks. Basically, if you have QB in front of your name and you're in the NFL, the Jets are interested in you. So, you know.
Sure.
I mean, I could be sold on the Jacoby Brissett if it's a 5th or a 6th that is being like comped out there. You know, I could be sold on that. But honestly, man, I've been saying it. We have to rebuild and continue to keep and do it through the draft. You know, that's been our problem for the longest time. I want this team to hit on players that are in the 3rd round to the 5th round. And it's something that we've never done. And the other teams that have been so successful, right? Your Chiefs, your Patriots, Rams.
Yeah.
They're doing it in those rounds. There are people out there. But do we trust the issue is, do we trust all of the guys that we just brought in? You know, so I don't know.
Here's something else I want to throw out there.
Hey, Phil.
Philium has this here hitting us. Hit it, Zariah Luna.
Wow.
CC, the Coffee Club. Philium, a member for 20 months. Again, let's pull this together and get subs for BG and Jets Worldwide. Right now, I just hit the refresh. We're at 8,431 subscribers. And what you guys missed, we have 600 people in the room right now. If people missed this earlier, is that obviously a bunch of these 600 are subscribed to the channel, and blessed be he. I'm very humbled that so many people are friends of the coffee club. That Philium says, if you think about all those people that are watching right now that are subscribers, they say, what the hell can I do? I'm already subscribed. Well, according to the old Philium, get your brother, your sister, your cousin, your gardener, your nephew, your barber. I mean, to get people in your universe. If think about it, you could double your subscribers, right? So me, I told you I'm at 8,431. If one friend of everyone in the coffee club just gets one person subscribed, boom, we're at 16,000. Whoa, how'd that just happen? So just think about what you could do in the universe. And again, they don't have to subscribe and become a long-term. They could subscribe and leave. They could subscribe and be a part of it. It's up to them what they want to do once they dip their toes in the water. So Philium, it's an idea that perhaps some legs here.
Well, listen, I appreciate it. And I didn't want to derail the conversation. I was kind of hanging back because, you know, we're going on over 3 hours here, and I didn't want to miss the opportunity to jump back on. So
Yeah.
I was just kind of like waiting in the weeds here. And Philly Noodle's always a pleasure, my friend. Good
Yes,
shit.
sir. What's going on?
But you know, while Easy was serenading us earlier,
Asleep.
I went into the other room and I said to my wife, I said, hey, do me a favor, go on your phone, go to YouTube. All right. Type in Jets Worldwide. She did that.
Yeah.
I said, click on visit channel.
Yeah.
She did that. I said, hit subscribe. And then it says, do you want notifications or not? You just click not. You don't want to be bothered? No problem. It took all of 30 seconds, guys. If every one of us does it, take your wife's phone, your husband's phone, your friends, you're out to dinner with people, say, hey, do me a favor, do this. I mean, we could get you guys hundreds, maybe even thousands just this week. How cool would it be? I said this earlier, and I'm sorry for doing it again, guys. If I'm boring you, I'm sorry.
No,
but
not at all.
But how cool would it be if next week you got these guys on and they're at 1,000 and you're at 10,000?
Oh my God.
Awesome. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Because I take this show for granted sometimes, but it's here every damn day. All right. Unfortunately, I work on Friday nights. So, you know, I can't usually, if I can, I watch a little bit here and there, but I can't really take part in the show too much. But at some point, I always listen and comment later to Jets Worldwide. I think this is really an easy thing we can all do to support you guys. You know, Snowball, you do the emojis. You've made us all immortal. You know, I appreciate you. You know, I talked about Johnny earlier. Guys, we could do this in no time. We could blow this up in no time. So please, let's do that. Let's do that for these guys.
Let's blow it up. There you go. It's on your screen, folks. YouTube.com/@JetsWorldWide. 600 people are in the room right now. And I know, obviously, because I see the numbers after the fact, thousands end up listening to these shows after the fact. So, folks, oh my goodness. And we have 114 of those 600 plus right now on YouTube right now. So I'll make it easy for you. I'm clicking it right now. And here is the YouTube link. I am dropping it on YouTube. So people on YouTube, just click the link that I just dropped, and it transports you magically over to that channel. Hit that subscribe button right now. We have, 443 subscribers right now on Jets Worldwide, all one word. They take over once every weekend, and that'd be great. As Philium, I didn't know he was going to be channeling Captain Planet this morning, but the power is yours. So there you go, people.
Did you know why? Because we went from negative to positive, and it's all good.
That's right. That's right.
Good.
I love it.
Beautiful.
It's a whole bunch of Biggie references.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
If you guys do go to the what Luke B was saying, the draft party, I signed up. I got my NFL ticket to go over there to the draft. I think I did it for all 3 days just in case I really go and I decide to stay there. But you should do something where you create a QR code and a sticker, and if there's that many Jets fans, you just hand it out. They scan it, they click it. That'll help you out while you're there.
100%. That's another good way to do it at these live events. That'd be awesome. Wow.
See, that's another thing, man. You throw stuff out on this channel, people talk, other ideas people get involved, right? If you guys just get involved, we'll blow these numbers up in no time.
Man,
can I throw dollar bills with the QR sign if I go to this special place where a lot of
the gun show?
Yeah, look at
QR
that.
code
It's almost
tattoos.
been working out. I see.
QR code tattoos. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Yeah,
I wasn't saying that, but I'll say
But
something
great
else.
idea, Phil. Yeah, man. Thank you for always spreading love.
Phil, always pleasure, man. Philly, both of you guys, I love you guys, man. I love that, dude. I'm all about not bringing in Becton. Please get that guy the hell away from us as fast as we can.
Let's
but
forklift his fat ass somewhere else.
I'd rather bring back AVT on a cheap deal than bring back Becton.
Well, I think everyone should be willing to do that. I would hope. But
all right,
the Geno convo.
Thanks, Philly.
I don't know, man. I could be swayed with the Geno conversation, man. Like, because again, the quarterback room as of right now is
right.
Justin Fields. Oh, hell yeah. Justin Fields, let's go. Balin Zappi? Who? I don't even know what that means. Brady Cook when he undercooked, right? If Chef Cook is watching right
dangerous.
now,
that's very dangerous.
He's going to say that, okay?
When he undercooked.
And then we have a hooker that we don't know if it's going to work or not, right? So we want him to be our Julia Roberts.
I can't believe you went to Julia Roberts, but okay.
All right, there we go. Well, Philium, thank you so much. It was so nice. You had to call twice. You're the best, baby.
Thank you for the support, Phil. Really,
yes, thank you, Phil, man. He's
really
the man.
appreciate it.
And we're gonna do it for Johnny.
I don't know. I think the Jets are just blowing smoke all over the NFL.
I agree.
Can
you believe it's been 3 hours? It went by like that quick today.
Very quick. So I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the program. Whoa, are you okay, buddy? Huh?
Are we gonna get a P3 exclusive? I think we are.
All right. Nope.
He's just going to pull the wire again.
Yeah. So yeah, if I go black, that's why. He's hovering in core territory now, so this could be dangerous. So let me get my last words, and while I still can, I want to seriously thank everybody for joining us. I can't believe a 3+ hour show. Unbelievable. That's normally an Espresso Club special. That's normally 4 hours. So shout out to everybody. I love that we get to do these Jets Worldwide takeovers. Rumors are flying in, folks. Stay tuned to the channel. We'll be live tomorrow morning. I'll see if I give Drew Beatty the week off because of all the free agency stuff. We'll see if we still do draft stuff tomorrow. I think I might have to pull the plug and give more free agency rumors. So I'll keep you posted on that episode coming in. But no matter what rumors come through. Oh, thanks, buddy.
Catch him. Get him.
Okay.
Yes, we got it.
You got it.
Hey, look. Hey, Polly, look.
Exclusive.
See? Now, what is this?
The third generation of Paul.
Okay, be careful with these. I don't want you to choke on this, buddy, okay? So we'll be back on tomorrow morning. Again, it's right now currently scheduled for 7. We do special episodes on Mondays for the draft, but with free agency and everything, I think we may kick that to a normal 7:30 episode. We'll keep you guys posted on that. But stay tuned to the YouTube Shorts this year for all the free agent signings. I know, it's unbelievable. For all the free agent signings this year, we'll be doing quick YouTube Shorts, assessing it in 3 minutes or less for every signing and move that happens and rumor. So we'll be on there. It's going to be great. Right, Polly? High five?
Oh, yeah. And Brooklyn says it.
Yeah,
now the baby makes the episode even more legendary.
There you go. Absolutely. So you guys are all the best out there. These are cool lights. Yeah, cool, bright lights. Ooh, shake-a, shake-a, shake-a. Nice. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us on the way out. Again, do us a favor. Like the video. That is free to do. Hit subscribe. That is free to do. And again, we'll be back soon. I see we have one super chat. I want to get this in before we wrap up the show, guys. Our buddy here, Mad Merch, with the $2 super chat as I'm trying to press certain buttons. Polly, you're blocking my vision.
Wow.
It's Always Sunny in Jetland, which could be the name of a fantasy football team name next year.
Oh,
all right. He's
good
getting
one.
down. Okay. He's on the loose. So Always Sunny in Jetland. Love Sunny Styles. That would be amazing if they go in that direction. That would shock a lot of people because he's an off-ball linebacker. But again, get good football players. Sunny Styles is a good football player. So Mad Mertz, thank you for squeezing in that super chat as well. Boys, any final thoughts?
Is that our Avante Mac?
No matter
Max,
what.
no matter what.
Could be. Could be.
I know you love watching draft day right before the actual draft itself.
Every Thursday of the draft, I work it in. Now I'm a lot busier than I used to be when I was younger, where I didn't work covering the Jets. So I have to squeeze that in. Sometimes I wake up. Last year, I got up at like 4 a.m. or something, so I could get it in before Boy Green Daily. So I had to have enough time. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do, which I have no regrets over. I watch it every single Thursday since it came out in like 2014. I've watched it, and then immediately on DVD, I've watched it every year since then on draft day. It's an annual tradition.
Yeah, leaving the show, I just want to thank Phil for calling in twice and helping to support both channels.
Yes.
The show is going to be over soon, so you will have the freedom to hit the like and subscribe on both channels if you wish.
Yes.
Thank you, Paul, for allowing us to take this time and be with you the entire show. I don't know how you put up with us, but I do enjoy being here. So it's very nice. Yeah. So thanks to everybody in the chat. If you've stayed here the past 3 hours, God bless you, because you are the greatest Jet fans. Really, honestly, this team does not deserve the fan base that we have. We are the most dedicated, loyal, and insane fan base in the entire sports world.
100%. So thank you, Brooklyn Cortez, NYC sports fan, a recent member, new member to the Boy Green Coffee Club, calling us a legendary show. I agree. I got to take the family out to the diner for some food, and then more Jets free agency rumors, nuggets, everything in between. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. JETS. Jets.